storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
Wow, and we are back. People, we are back. All right. I want to welcome you guys to my show. I am this celebrity doctor. I'm here to roast your favorite or even your non-favorite celebrity. I really don't care. I really don't give a good damn or a bad damn. Get in your feelings. All right. Well, get out of your feelings and get in your bag, because we got some good topics to talk about. Let me know that you can hear me and see me as you guys come in. We got to get into these stories. It was a whole lot of death going on in the world. Oh, Lord Jesus, we rebuke that energy in the name of Jesus. Lord, it was so many people dropping dead, dying, going on to be with the ancestors. Lord, have mercy. I know it's a part of life, but damn. Okay, can y'all hear me and see me? All right, let's get right on into it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the first story. Okay, let's pull up the first story. Let's see what we got here. It should preview it here for me, but then again, maybe not. Or we can start. Well, you know what, man? We can actually start right here. Okay, so let's go over and actually talk about Gladys Knight. Okay, with her mean ass. All right, wait a minute, now that's not Gladys Knight. That's Anita Baker. Why was I about to give Anita Baker? Because Anita Baker, how sweet it is. How sweet it is. No, she was gone off that cocaine. I was about to give a shout out to Anita Baker. No shade. I was about to Gladys Knight. That is not. I'm so sorry to Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight is midnight train to Georgia. Anyway, so what's really sad is that she is looking dazed, confused, and they say that the dementia then got to her. They say that they got her on the stage, baby. She don't know where she at. She don't know what year it is. You know, sometimes she wake up and it's 2026. Sometimes she wake up and she think it's 1965, and she can't go through the front door, baby. She got to go through the back. Like they say, she having all kinds of flashbacks and is really struggling. You know, to be very honest with you, this is deeper than her being dazed, confused, and toe down on the stage. What it's really about is the fact that these artists, these legends, these icons, our greats, were not properly compensated for their music. They were caught up in these slave ass, horrible ass, terrible ass contracts. And now in their old age, they cannot retire in peace and in dignity. They still got to be on stage at the ripe age of 94, falling apart. And this is really sad to see. So let's go on and scroll on down. Okay. Let's go on and scroll on down. Am I hearing things? Okay. Maybe it's the other phone though. But hold up. Could have sworn I just heard. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, great. Okay. Bam. So let's go on to the TMZ video. Okay.
Something's on fire.
And actually, before we do that, let me plug this in so I can hear it too. Okay. And bam.
And we're gonna rebuild this thing.
Kitchen Nightmares, all new Tuesdays on Fox.
And keep those eyelashes out of the hash browns.
Anytime on Hulu.
Damn, we can't play that music, but as you guys see, she's barely moving. They're pulling her along on stage. She don't know where she is. She like, get the hell up off me. I don't even want to be here. Oh, I didn't heard she mean as hell. She like, you bitches better be on key. She said, pick a key and stick with it. This is actually really sad to see. This is actually really sad to see. All right. Wait a minute. You said you heard her restaurant Gladys Knight Chicken and Waffles was good. I had never been to Gladys Knight Chicken and Waffles. Is that the restaurant that the son was running? I thought her restaurant had roaches. Is that not Gladys's restaurant, or am I thinking about somebody else's restaurant? Was it Gladys's restaurant that had the roaches? And I'm talking about the big, they said they had the big old flying roaches. Was it her restaurant, or am I thinking of another celebrity's son? Maybe OLG. Let me tell you something. OLG Chrissy was absolutely fucking garbage. It was garbage. It was garbage. It was garbage. It was garbage. Okay. And I said what I said. I saw Gladys Knight a few months ago and it was sad. She needed assistance, but this looks like it's getting worse. Baby, she on stage looking like Weekend at Bernie's. Like, this is sad. This lady is supposed to be at home with 24/7 nursing aid care. She is not supposed to be out still working on her feet in kitten heels, having to dress up in back in the days when they didn't want to go to work, they would call it a monkey suit, dressing her damn uniform to get on stage and perform these same old hits that ain't even gonna sound the same with Gladys Knight up there. Quite frankly, it's no shade to Gladys, but I'll listen to the music on the iPod. I really don't want to hear her on stage. It is no shade. You're not getting Gladys of yesteryear. You're getting I don't even know if this is Gladys. You like, this is the body of Gladys. Like, it's the body. It looked like her. You know what I'm saying? But the spirit is, she ain't upstairs. She there, but she ain't there. So my whole thing is, I don't even if I was a Gladys Knight fan like that, nah, I'll just listen to it on the iPod. I'll listen to it on the YouTube. Because this is a sad sight to see. I'm gonna tell you who else is a sad ass sight to see. Mary J. Blige, still up there dancing, chucking along, giving a 15% effort, putting a microphone in the crowd for us to sing. Girl, I didn't pay you to come and sing this shit. I paid. Listen, I didn't pay you for me to sing the shit. I paid for you to sing it. This is really sad. This is sad. She reaching out for a hug. Oh, Lord. This is exploitation. She ain't even facing a crowd. She ain't even facing a crowd. Look at this. They wrong as hell. You know, the background dancers and musicians, they just want their check. They just want to make sure they get paid. That is really, really sad to see. Okay. It says fans are deeply concerned that she's being forced to perform shows, and she looked like she's totally out of it. Okay. She's been touring solo and sometimes with Smokey Robinson, and Smokey can keep his hands to himself. He kept getting sued from all them housekeepers. They said he was, smoking that smoke, riding that dope, drinking that drink. Smokey. They said Smokey couldn't keep his hands to himself, baby. But okay, let's see. Let's look at this right here. This is a different angle. Look at that. I don't even think she know the words. I literally don't even think Gladys knows the words anymore. No shade. She 82 years old. She should not still be working. Like, oh my God, when these people come in the industry, do they sell their soul to the devil? And be having to basically perform until the day they die? You know what? Side note, speaking of that, did y'all hear what, or have y'all seen those accounts of like when people okay, I didn't take that down. When people be like saying they have those near-death experiences and then they go to hell or whatever, and they say they saw Prince dancing and they saw Michael Jackson dancing and they was in pain every time somebody played their songs. I know you guys saw this. This is not just me. I know you guys saw this. This is not just me. I have seen those near-death experiences, okay, where they say when they be going to hell, because they ain't gave their life to Christ, when they be going to hell, they say they be seeing like singers there. Michael Jackson, Prince, Biggie, maybe Dolly. I don't know. Hopefully Dolly made it to heaven. I don't know if anybody's in heaven yet, but more resting, but still, I know y'all have heard this. Anyway, look it up if you haven't. But in all seriousness, you know, when it comes to Miss Gladys Knight, the doctor is writing Gladys a script to go home. It's time for her to go home, put her feet up, okay, and I want to do an audit and see what's in the damn bank account, what's in the checking account. Because if by now this lady been working since she was a child, if she ain't got enough in that account for a nurse or to put her in a good home, we got some splaining to do. Damn it! Oh, you said she has a younger husband. Well, oh Lord, don't tell me that. Don't tell me she got a younger husband. Okay, moving right along from that. Okay, we got to get into our next story, which is Okay, y'all remember DJ Mustard? Well, let's see if they got a picture of him. Y'all remember DJ Mustard? This is his ex-wife Chanel. So they got like 3 or 4 kids or whatever. And they had been together for years. And see, what had happened is that DJ Mustard was a fat fuck. You know what I'm saying? He was a big nigga. I mean, big old fat nigga. Like, he ain't never been cute. He ain't never been fine. He ain't never been him. You know, in the words of Tony Gaskins, he ain't never been him. He ain't never been him. You know what I'm saying? And then DJ Mustard got him a little piece of Ozempic. And then he learned how to push the plate back just a little bit. Lost his damn mind. Gave up on his wife and family, traded her in for somebody new, and baby wanted to throw her out on the street, didn't want to give her no spousal support, no child support, no nothing. He wanted to act like he never knew this lady. He wanted to act like this lady wasn't here when he was broke. He wanted to act like this lady didn't let his big ass sweat and hump and thrust on top of her for many, many years. I don't understand why he did like that. I don't understand why these men, when they lose weight, they lose their damn minds. I don't understand. So she didn't got her house broken into. And if you guys remember, they had like a real like bad custody battle and court battle. There go the burglars right there. Look like some young niggas, okay? So let's get into the video. Okay, they came in at noon, 12:01 p.m. Damn, he maced the dog. Y'all see that? He maced the dog. Oh my God. Damn. Okay, so they finally, damn, look, he kind of maced himself. Damn. Okay, got in the house.
Hello. Yeah. You right here.
Got a duffel bag full of money. Got the duffel bag full of money.
Hey,
Look, they knew just where to go and what to get. Wow. Let's see.
Wow.
Broke in a car too.
Huh? Nope, not yet. Mm-hmm.
Chanel says she saw them. Okay. Chanel says she saw them on her security system and drove back to the... Really? This finna piss me off. Chanel says she saw them on her security system and drove back to the house to confront them. Wow. She says the suspect tried to flee in the vehicle when she got to the house, but says they crashed into her Mercedes and then fled on foot. Well, first off, Chanel, why was you, if you didn't have no pistol, girl, what was you gonna do when you ran into them? You went back to confront them, girl. Don't you know that you could have been DOA? Don't you know? She chased them that. No. If she didn't have that pew pew on her, what was she finna do? In your Mercedes, girl, you didn't even have a truck to really ram them down. You got rammed down. Instead of giving up, Chanel said she took matters into her own hands, following them in her car until cops got to her location and arrested them. She played a dangerous game. Chanel, you played a dangerous game. Chanel also posted to social media to decry the recent string of crimes she's dealt with. She said this is the third time her home has been targeted. She says her previous home was burglarized. Thieves took jewelry, designer bags, and expensive items. The suspects have been released on bail. Look at how the suspects have been released on bail. Yes, a third time. Now, this ain't no insurance claim. Somebody sent them. And quiet as it's kept, this lady's life is at risk. This ain't a game. This lady's life is at risk. She done moved several times and each home keeps getting burglarized and they taking all the shit up out of there. Oh, yeah. It's her ex-husband. Allegedly. I'm sorry, I can't put that on him. Allegedly. She can file an insurance claim. Damn, an insurance claim. What about her life? You know? Damn. Okay. Anyway, we're going to move right along from that. Okay. Because we got a public service announcement. Okay. And we got several throughout the show, but today's public service announcement is about reproductive desperation and baby fixation. Okay. This is when a person becomes so intensely focused on having a baby that the desire begins to override judgment, relationship compatibility, boundaries, or consideration of long-term consequences. Okay, aka a everyday phrase, a baby at all costs mentality. Have you guys ever met anybody with baby fixation, aka reproductive desperation, aka babies rabies? Have you guys ever met people like that? Because I know a few people like that. And I literally just want us to start talking about these terms and putting them out there to teach the people and to teach the girls that life is not what they think it is. That even after they finally reach their goals, because they never reached high, or maybe they really tried to reach high, but they just never got it. They fell flat, you know what I'm saying? And never really achieved anything else. And so maybe they felt like before they get out of their reproductive window, before they get out of their 40s, my God, let me accomplish something. Yes, Kiki Wyatt definitely seems that way. Okay, definitely seems that way. Let me at least have a baby. Now, here's the crazy. Yes, Peach McIntyre is another one. Here's the crazy thing. Even after the baby gets here and that initial dopamine and serotonin and all them chemicals wears off and the baby ain't so cute no more when you just stuck by yourself, single, changing diapers and wiping ass, the reality sets in that you is a single mother who ain't even got 2 jobs. Maybe you love your kids and maybe you stop. Shout out to everybody. Yes. Soraya was another one with Joey Badass. Kiki Wyatt is addicted to being pregnant. Yes, you put yes. It's something we definitely need to talk about because these girls with these babies, and the thing is, they don't even be all that old like that. Like, I didn't see girls in their 20s with it. I didn't see girls like they early 30s just acting like they just gotta have a baby by this nigga, and you do not. You do not. Yes, that African lady, look, she just want the mixed babies. That's a whole nother layer to it too. When you just are desperate for a mixed child, you want to have that, you want a baby with that light skin and that girl her, allegedly. Although sometimes shit, you might end up with a Serena Williams where shit, your baby just, still look like you. And ain't no wrong with that. I believe God don't always give us what he want, but he always give us what he need. And sometimes these people get these children, and it's to teach you self-love. He'll give you your reflection. Queen Op is another one, exactly. Sometimes he'll give you your reflection. The very same thing you're trying to avoid, so you learn how to accept and how to love yourself. But what I do want to say before I move on is that no matter what your situation is and how the baby got here, once the baby here, don't be ashamed of the baby. Don't be ashamed of the baby, and don't treat the baby a certain way because the baby don't look the way that you expected for it to look. Coyle Ray was another one. Thank you. Okay, moving right along from that. They didn't release Dolly Parton cause of death. I wish I had a nickel. AKA our favorite white lady. Now they didn't release her final cause of death, and it was cancer. So Dolly Parton had cancer, and that's what took her up out of here. She died at 80. According to representatives, the country music legend died from a brief battle with cancer. The specific type of cancer has not been disclosed. Dolly reportedly passed away Tuesday at the Vanderbilt Ingram Cancer Center in Nashville, while surrounded by her loved ones. Although her family and close friends knew she had been sick, they believed she would recover. The 80-year-old icon had reportedly been hospitalized for 4 days. That lady was ready to go too. I don't care what nobody say. That lady was ready to go. She had already lost her husband. She was 80 years old. Like, she was ready to go. She was ready to go. Dolly leaves behind an unforgettable legacy in music, film, business, charity work, including her Imagination Library, which has provided books to millions of children. I wish I had a nickel. Now, this is what I will say about Dolly. Dolly was a baddie to the very fucking end. Dolly was a baddie to the end. Big titties, big hair, makeup, heels, outfitted down. Like, this is an OG baddie. Dolly had titty implants before they was popular. You know what I'm saying? Her whole damn body was she was a whole damn test dummy from the beginning. Had to walk, still singing, still working. If there's anything to learn from, I wish I had a nickel. Is there anything to learn from Dolly? It's to be a baddie to the very end. Take care of yourself to the very end. If your stomach ain't flat, put your girdle on, put your Spanx on, put your Skims on. Put your wig on, comb your nappy ass head. Put on your makeup. Brush your teeth. Bathe with that good Yardley soap. Put on your lotion and your perfume. Dress up, and basically I'm saying take care of yourself. And when you leave the house, it should look like you give a fuck about yourself. This lady kept it together to the very end, cancer and all. Ain't no excuse for none of us. Ain't no excuse for nobody else. Ass flat, waist snatched to the very end. What's y'all excuse? What's our excuse? Not nothing. I wish I had a nickel. Old school, baby, stay on point. They don't leave that. But let me tell you something. Old school don't leave a house without their hair put together. They don't leave a house with wrinkled clothes. They look presentable at all times. I got to get that to her. Shout out to Dolly. Big titty Dolly. Don't. Don't. Shout out to that morning dew. And I bet that thing still got wet to the very, very end. Yes, put on your good bra. Put on your good panties. Clean socks. Keep your feet done and your nails done too. Be a lady. Be a lady. And act like you love yourself. Bitch. Keyword is act. If you ain't love yourself yet, act like you do. Fake it and you'll make it. I wish I had a nickel. I'm going to give you guys, shout out to Dolly, may she rest in peace. I'm going to give you guys a money manifestation technique too. And it's something that the wealthy do. Even when they're at home chilling, I'm talking about even if like you ain't got nowhere to go, you ain't got nothing to do, you still bathe and you bathe in your luxurious soap. Even when you're at home, you still put on good clothes, which means you ain't just walking around the house in a muumuu, baby. You got actual real pressed pajama set, house set. I wish I had a nickel. Clean. Not running around with stains on your shit and all that. And you have house perfume. What y'all know about that house perfume? Not the perfume you wear out. The house perfume you have on while you're in the house. Bathing is a ritual. Bathing is spiritual. And when you keep yourself clean, fresh, scented, you exude that goddess energy at all times. That's a money manifestation technique. Another money manifestation technique, clean your nasty ass house. Throw out them nasty ass drawers. Get rid of that clutter. Turn that furniture around. Sometimes you gotta you know, our mamas growing up, they would just rearrange that furniture when they was going through something. Didn't even know they was doing that good feng shui. Sometimes you gotta change the energy. Open up them windows in that motherfucker. I'm finna deep clean this place this weekend. Open up the windows in there. There's some fresh air getting in that house. It's stuffy as hell in there. You in there all the time. You nose blind to it. I wish I had a nickel. Okay. Now, we're going to move along from that. Okay. We're talking about a lot of death now. Prayers up to Samuel Monroe Jr. Okay. He was in Menace to Society. I actually remember his face. I do remember him. I don't really remember the movie Menace to Society. I remember like bits and parts of it because I was a kid and I remember we had it on VHS, but like I remember, but I remember his face nonetheless. He passed away at the age of 52 at the months-long battle with meningitis. I do believe he was like on life support. He was on life support, and his mother decided to go ahead and pull the plug. He spent months hospitalized. Okay, his condition developed into MRSA pneumonia. Wow. Now, you know, I ain't want to speculate, but anytime I start hearing meningitis, pneumonia, I get suspicious. You know the crazy thing about meningitis, speaking of that, they made us get vaccinated for meningitis before we came to the dorms. I remember that. Before we moved into them dorms, I'm pretty sure back in the day they made us get those meningitis vaccinations. But anywho, back to this. He made his on-screen debut with Menace to Society in Wow, that movie came out in 1993. Wow, I was born in 1993. He was in Tales from the Hood. Set it off. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. That's my shit. And the Players Club. His mother thanked everyone who had been praying for him and asked for his prayers for his family and 3 children. And wow, when I say August has been snatching these celebrities up bit by bit, baby, it seemed like every other day we hear about a celebrity dying. Seriously. May he rest in peace, though. That's really, really sad. Because 52 is still young, and I feel like no parent should ever have to bury their child. So I'm assuming his mother is at least in her 70s. I'm assuming. So that's got to be absolutely devastating to bury her baby. Okay. Whew. Oh shit. Hold up. Gotta reshare it now. There we go. Okay, so Chris Sales. Y'all remember Chris Sales? Queen Naija, first baby daddy. You know, the one that's always calling Clarence Claire Bear. You know, he ain't really ever been the same since he left Queen. I ain't gonna hold you. Chris Sale's been a hot mess ever since he left Queen. Ever since they broke up, this man ain't been the same. But anyway, he got arrested for making a false claim that his kids was at the bottom of a body of water in his backyard. Let's talk about it.
Next thing you know,
his voice, speaking of that too, his voice always got me. Like, I think he had a bad trip, but before we get to it, his voice always got me because I just feel like if I was a woman, ain't no way a squeaky voiced ass man is gonna be whooping my ass because he was allegedly. Shout out to Opinionated. Y'all make sure y'all check out her channel. She's in my 6-month mentorship where we work one-on-one weekly. If you are interested in getting your one-on-one 6-month mentorship, email me, baby, or DM me. Now, I just feel like a squeaky voice, like there's no way a squeaky voice man could be whooping my ass. That's just how I feel. Okay, number one. Number two, he literally, I mean, can we talk about it? Because it's not a secret. He literally had, he literally has a micro penis. I shouldn't say micro penis. That's not correct. But he's on the Diddy side of the game. Hey, he's on the Diddy side of the game. He literally has about 3 inches. And this is not a secret. This has been all over the internet. It's not a secret. So for somebody to have a squeaky ass voice as a grown man and a 3-incher as a grown man, like you should be glad any woman is with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, that's not an allegedly. That's all over the internet. And he ain't ashamed to show it off. He ain't ashamed to show it off. That's the thing. How tall is he? I think Chris Sales is tall. I assume he's 6 feet. He's 6 feet, Kiki. I actually believe he's taller than Clarence or Claire Bear, as he calls him. Now, Clarence don't have that problem. Everybody know, Clarence is well endowed. He don't have that problem. So, Queen said, okay, I'm going to get it lighter and brighter and bigger. You know what I'm saying? That nigga still ain't married her either, but still. Yes, a scrimp and a squeaky voice man, yes. Got the nerve to be talking ish and all that. He's at least nice looking, I guess. Men like that, when they have that kind of look, and even with like the hair, if you on the texturous side of the game, because he don't have coarse hair or like real coarse hair for a black man. You can tell. And it's grown out some too. You can even look at his beard and tell. So, this kind of dude, slim nose, okay. You have a baby girl by a nigga like this. this is who you had your daughters with, Yes, he is. That's not a secret. He is. Yes, Bianca, he is packing. That's not a secret. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Chris Sales is for. Like, he's for you had your daughters with a man like this, But he's absolutely crazy and deranged. So let's play what he had to say.
I'm just outside yelling. I don't know. I really couldn't even tell y'all what the fuck happened. I don't know. Police said I gave them a false report. I don't even remember talking to the police. I don't even remember saying anything to the police. I don't remember talking to the police. I don't remember anything. Like, I wasn't in my right mind. So the police shouldn't even trust any. Police knew Police knew they shouldn't even been listening to what the fuck I was saying. They knew I'm outside swimming like these. I'm outside swimming like these. Concrete, nigga. I'm out of this bitch like this. So police should, nigga, the police shouldn't even, nigga, they should have just said, yeah, take his ass to the institution right now. And
you know what's the bigger problem out of all of this? And yes, he did go to jail. The bigger problem out of all of this is that an air mattress? Look, I don't know. The bigger problem out of all of this is how casual this generation, and I believe he's around my age, so he's my generation. Let me see how old is Chris Sales? He got to be in his 30s. He might be older than me. Let's see, Chris Sales' age. Oh, he 30. He a little bit younger than me, and he got a birthday coming up. His birthday is September 23rd. So is that a Virgo or is that a Libra? Is he a Virgo or is he a Libra? What is September 23rd zodiac? Oh, he's a Libra. He's a Libra. Okay, he's a Libra. So anyway, what's sad about our generation, his generation, is how casual they engage in drug use. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't grow up in the DARE program. Like, we didn't grow up. But you know what? We are after the crack generation. So what I notice is the motherfuckers that's like 40 and under, they didn't grow up around crackheads like that. Like, they didn't see their whole family basically, get up, leave up out of here due to the D-rugs. Like, do they understand what drugs will really do to you and how they will ruin your life? You know what I'm saying? Like, sir, you were doing shrooms for what? And I hope you went on them edibles, because you're down there in Houston and in Texas, they done made them edibles, baby, illegal. They talking about you got a piece of an edible on you. That's an automatic 6 months in a clanker. And the way your voice set up and the way you built below the belt, Chris, you built to be a bottom, a big old curly-headed bottom. So prison ain't for you. Jail ain't for you. I hope you can fight. This generation will snort some in a minute. They don't smoke anything. They don't give a damn. I just don't understand. Thank you. It ain't even safe to be doing this stuff now. The way the fentanyl is on these streets. And all they take is a little bit to get you up out of here. Now, we're going to move on because we ain't got nothing else to say about this bottom. However, shout out to YouTube's favorite bottom. If y'all was his baby mama, would y'all let y'all kid go back over there to his house? Kiki said he can't hit it from the back. He do though. He do. She just don't be feeling nothing, but he do. You say no. Hell no. Nope. Absolutely. Wow. The women said they wouldn't send their baby back over there. Wow. They said hell no. All right, we gonna move right along from that, okay? Because we got another public service announcement. And today, guys, the next medical term, we're going to call it a psychology term because that's what it is. Today's second psychology term is romantic fixation. I want us to all say it at the same time. Romantic fixation, okay? And it's an intense fixation on getting someone to reciprocate romantic feelings despite clear evidence that they are not interested. A concept, aromantic thinking, a belief that another person is or should be romantically interested despite contradictory evidence. Erotomania itself is a clinical condition and should not be casually used as a diagnosis. Wow, they say you supposed to be hospitalized over this. Yeah, Chrissy Bumbleclot. We can say this is just good old delusion, good old obsession. Doing everything in your power to make somebody feel a way about you that they didn't, and never will. And baby, this ain't got nothing to do with gender. Baby, this can be male or female. What's sad is that when you see people exude symptoms of romantic fixation, you know what I be wanting to say to them? Didn't your grandmama ever tell you you can't make nobody love you? You can't make nobody love you. You can't make nobody like you. You can't make nobody be faithful to you. I don't care what you put in a spaghetti. I don't care what you put in a rasta pasta. I don't care what Dominican, Puerto Rican, Indian, African, TikTokian you go to. That witchcraft and keep that nigga home. I don't give a damn if you tying a red string around your ankle upside down with your feet in the air. I don't care if you're eating grapes up under a table on New Year's Eve. I don't care if you burying underwears in your yard like Erykah Badu. I don't care if you rubbing one out to their picture or they videos while you in front of a mirror squirting all over your MacBook. That witchcraft can keep that nigga home. You can't make nobody love you and you can't make nobody want you, nor should you. Because what the people think is that this romantic fixation is cute when it actually looks very pitiful and very desperate. You can't make a nigga do right. You can't make a woman do right. You can't make nobody act right. People will do right when they want to. I don't care how many candles you burn, like Danny Lee. You see how that backfired on her. Her witchcraft didn't keep that nigga home. If I don't teach the people nothing else, I'm going to teach y'all how to love yourself, how to accept yourself, how to pour into yourself and stop pouring into a nigga. Stop focusing all your resources, all your spiritual power and manifestation power on a ninja and pour it into yourself. Maybe your life will get better. And last but not least, I want to encourage everybody not to be no lazy ass individual that's waiting on somebody to save them, waiting on somebody to be Captain Save a Hole, waiting on somebody to be another Russell Wilson, waiting on somebody to rescue them and pull up they big girl draws and rescue they damn self. Sometimes in life, when you see your mother or your father move a certain way, especially those that had submissive providers as mothers, or even cheating fathers. Sometimes you find yourself in life doing everything to be the complete opposite. And you run right into their reflection. You become them. Because guess what, baby? You become what you hate. And I didn't make that up. I got that from my home girl. So I can't take credit for her shit. Because I don't want no smoke with her. See, the Lord told you that all you need is the faith of a mustard seed. Oh, I forgot, bitch. You don't even believe in God. You're going to hell, bitch. But in the Bible, it says all you need is the faith of a mustard seed. But it also told you that faith without works is dead. So how you think anything gonna come to you and you ain't even putting in the work for it? Anything worth having is worth working for. Work. Why, work. Stop waiting on the nigga. Because if you wait on the nigga, you be waiting your whole life. Let me tell you something. You wait your whole life for a nigga to act right, and he'll go give another bitch everything that you asked him for. You know when a nigga want to do right? When he see you doing that shit on your own. Sometimes a man just want to see that you serious about what you say it is that you want, and then he'll come in and pick up the rest of the slack. You ever met a man like that? He was going to give you the money for the business anyway. He just wanted to see that you were serious about it. He just wanted to see that you went and got your LLC on Zen Business or LegalZoom. That you open up the doors to your shop or your store like you said you was. That you at least put one post on Facebook for your business like you said you was. And then he gonna come in and give you the money anyway. Because he really he just wants to know that you serious. Sometimes it turn a man on and get him hard. To see a girl use her brain and be smart and flip some money. Get on her Keisha KR. I ain't talking about the witchcraft. I'm talking about the flipping the money. Sometimes all a nigga want to see is that you mean what you say and you serious. Not wanting to just lay up under him and hump and screw. We got all day to do that. Get to this money. I'm going to move on from this. But I'm also going to say, if you are trying to motivate a man, at least take the time to learn what motivates that man. Everybody motivated by different things. You know what I'm saying? Coochie is everywhere, baby. It's up high, it's up low, it's right there in the middle too. It's on the corner of Figueroa, it's on the corner of Harry Hines. It's on Camp Jackson Road. You can find some over there by PT's. It's down there in Miami Beach, New York City too. What else do you bring to the table? Okay. So that's our second psychology term of the day. All right. We're going to move right along from that. Now, I don't know if y'all saw this, but we're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell y'all what I had heard. So I had heard, okay, Well, no, we're gonna talk about this first. So Kris Jenner and Mariah Carey had dinner the other night at a swanky sushi spot. Okay, now y'all know the way Kris Jenner works. You know, the devil works hard. Kris Jenner works harder. The devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. Okay, and Kris Jenner, let me slide that over there. And Kris Jenner and Mariah Carey getting together at Nobu was actually to discuss business. Now, what I have been told is that Mariah's money is not exactly flowing in the way that it used to. I know what her net worth is. I know what Google say, but always remember what you have as net worth is not always necessarily what's liquid in the bank. And these celebrities, just like us, have expenses. People like Mariah Carey, who literally lives a diva lifestyle, has exorbitant expenses. You understand? So before y'all don't believe what I say, just listen, because I told you this before. The money is not quite moneying like it has before. And if there's anybody that know how to get some money, it's Kris Jenner. Okay? From what I have been told, they are working on a project. It is something reality show related. I believe it's going to be something that Kris Jenner produces. I don't necessarily think we're going to get Mariah on the Kardashians. I don't necessarily like that rumor about her joining Beverly Housewives. I don't know if that's true. But from what I've been told, it's going to be something reality related, and Kris Jenner's going to be producing it. Just like, don't forget, Chloe producing that show, The Girls, or that show for her friends over there on Hulu. All right, where they basically just talking about their lives of being her damn friend, and they over there making $25K an episode. But that's another story for another day. Shit, I wouldn't mind $25K an episode. I wouldn't mind it out. Anyway, is Mariah running out of money? Her expenses are higher than her monthly income. Now, we are coming up on the Christmas season now, in the fourth quarter of the year, going into the first quarter of the new year. She always make a lot of money, but the problem is, depending on what your expenses is, your houses, taxes, healthcare, clothes, assistance, all of these people's salaries, like it adds up quick. Okay. So we're going to stay on the lookout for that. But I'm just telling you what I heard. Now, moving right along from that story, we got to talk about Kai Cenat. Shout out to Kai Cenat, all right? Some lady showed up at his house talking about he got a daughter. Did y'all see this? They say this man got a daughter. A 2-year-old daughter, some crazy lady, or is she crazy? All right, let's go ahead and play the clip and we're gonna talk about it.
I said, look me in my face and tell me that kid is 2 years old, okay? I'm starting to tell her, like, yo, bro, what are you talking about? She over here like, yeah, the kid is yours, this, that, and the third. So chat, boom, I get smart. I whip out my phone and record the whole thing. Because at this point, I'm confused. She said, why you acting like you don't know what I'm talking about? Why you acting like you don't know what I'm talking about? You don't remember me? Bro, I am so confused in this moment of time. So I record. This is 10 a.m. in the morning, bro. I'm scared as I blurred their faces for, just out of respect. But I was so confused. Look.
What happened?
I'm getting harassed left and right for way about you.
That's a good fact. That's a good point, Lucy.
That is not my daughter. No, it's not. Who's the mother?
Me.
I've never seen you in my life.
You got a paternity test.
She said she drove 15 hours, chat. She drove 15 hours to come tell me this, bro.
That's the crazy thing. Like, you never really know what's a skit and what's real. But it definitely went viral. Now, I'm going to say this too. Side note to that, because we don't give a damn about that lady. Man, is this the real Kai Cenat? Let's be real. Hold on. I want to go back.
I got mad.
I don't know, man. This man ain't looked right. Side note to all of that. This boy ain't looked right since he let LeBron James cut his locks. Y'all remember that? I don't know if y'all caught that because I believe that's some kind of spiritual work. I don't know exactly what it is, but hold up. LeBron. Remember when all those celebrities started coming around him? LeBron James cuts Kai Cenat's hair. Hold up.
Isn't that it for the picture? You gotta get it. Kai, you wanna get it?
W. Braun,
Kai,
y'all.
what's them here? Nice.
That's crazy. This is history right here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Wait. The last. Wait.
Wait, what's the last one?
Look, and then notice LeBron kept a couple of his locks and put it in his hat.
The last one. Hold on.
Last one.
Last one.
All right.
Oh no! Oh, okay. No, he was just holding it.
Last one.
Last one, guys. Last one.
I don't know. I just feel like ever since then, and then Kai took that long break, he did not look the same. I also still feel Kai should have never cut his hair. Although to me, like he looks better without the locks. I truly believe like that was like that hair was protecting him. But I could be wrong. But I feel like it was. Did Kai bleach? You think he bleached? You think he bleached? He is looking lighter. I don't know. I ain't gonna say he bleaching. I ain't gonna say that. But he has just not been the same.
I actually got mad. I went out here that says her daughter is yours. Sick.
Like he was hanging around LeBron, Kevin Hart, yeah. Jaden Smith, yes. He do look lighter. Actually, now that I'm looking at him, okay, looking at him here, and somebody could say it's the lighting versus here. I definitely once again, is it the real Kai? Because y'all know, even when they clone them, they don't quite look like they don't quite get it right. It be shit that be off. Could be professional skincare. That's true too. Flora, I don't know if you remember. Shout out to Kai. We're gonna move on to the next story. I don't know if y'all remember. Do y'all remember when they tried to say I was bleaching? I don't know if y'all been around long enough for that. I remember when they tried to say I was bleaching. I don't know if y'all remember that. I don't know if y'all been around long enough to remember that. His mouth area bleaching. I'm telling you, that was a thing for a minute. I was never bleaching. I don't remember that. Yeah, Aaliyah TV. Remember when was this? Yes, this was some years ago. Flora DeBella remembers it too. Yes, they tried to say I was bleaching. Tried to say I had plastic surgery. I was like, what? Anyway, so we're gonna move right along from that because I know who. Hold up, wait a minute. This is what I wanted to talk about next. Okay, next we gotta talk about Kimura. Kimura across the street. Kimura across the street. Kimura is across the street. Now, when I first saw this picture of Kimura, it low-key gave. At first, I thought it was AI. Okay. At first, I thought it was AI. Then I was like, maybe it's a lookalike. No. This is Kimura across the street. Okay. So let's judge the face. Do we love the work that's been done? It appears that she's had a cat eye lift. She still got them damn contacts in her eyes. She ain't gonna never let them contacts go. But it definitely appears that she has had a cat eye lift. How do we feel? Do we prefer the new face or the old face? That's Kenya Moore. That's Kimura across the street. Now, she had already been playing with the fillers. I realized that, a couple years back. She had already been doing the fillers and the Botox. And I'm like, okay. But now she didn't got her shit snatched. She didn't got her shit snatched in place. Yep, they done plumped up the lips a little bit too. They definitely plumped up the lips a little bit. To me, it's disheartening because Kenya was literally one of the prettiest women I've ever seen. Like, when I say she has always been beautiful. And it's like, I'm not saying she's not beautiful now, but she don't look like herself. Yes, listen, damn Nene, as much shit as she talked about Vivica Fox, you didn't win and got the same damn surgery. And it's like they do this and then they all look the same. It's like, I don't want to be dramatic and be like, they soul be gone, but they don't there was nothing wrong with her old face. Anyway, let's play this here. Look, you would see that like, who is that? Now she looks a lot younger, but to me, she look like all the other surgery girls now. She look like all the other surgery girls now. She look like my friend Nicole right here. She look a lot like Nicole. Nicole ain't had no facelift though. I think Nicole has had fillers and Botox, I think. But like, she looks young, but she don't look like herself. You say it looks like younger Kenya? No, hold up. We gonna pull up younger Kenya. Kenya Moore 90s. All right. Like, she don't look like herself. She looks like a completely different person. The thing is, I'm not saying it don't look good. I'm just saying like it don't, like, it's throwing me off. It's really throwing me off. And then I'm like, so like, if I was, okay, wait. So they would, wait. So it's like, if I pull my shit back like that, it went up. If I come in, hold up. If I come in, right? And now I don't hate that actually. Hold up. And now I look like this. Y'all would be like, well, I mean, it sound like him, but it looked like somebody else. Wait a minute, I kind of don't hate that though. Not me finna talk shit about you, Kenya, but I kind of like it. Wait. Hold up. It kind of look good though. I ain't gonna hold you. It kind of look good, but y'all be like, what? Like, I don't even know if the content would hit the same. Not you looking like Jada's new face. I don't even know if the content would hit the same. You blazing out, it would give blazing. It would. It would definitely give blazing. Yeah, cut it out. Shit. Now listen, don't tempt me now. Wait. Okay, hold on. I'm finna change my whole. Wait. I don't. Wait. This don't look bad though. That my damn nose gonna throw that off though. I ain't mad at it though. But it just don't look like her. It's just like, who the hell is this? Like, this lady didn't need this. That's the thing. Like, I hate when people that are naturally beautiful fuck with their face. Look at it. She looks like a vampire. You think it's a clone? I don't know. You said Kris Jenner did it as well? Here's the thing. Kris Jenner's white. Kris Jenner needed it, you know? Everybody know, like, here's the thing. You know, white people get their beauty early, but then they have to fight to hold on to it for the rest of their life. You know, as we get older, if we take care of ourselves, we will continue to hold on to our beauty. I don't know. That gobble neck was tearing her up. You know what? Maybe it was that. Because when I look by the jaw and the chin, it's like a shadow cast. Oh, that's a strong chin piece too. She did something to that chin too. Look at that chin. Look at that chin. That's either filler or she got a chin piece too. And yes, they have that. Yes, and once you start getting them, you have to maintain them. Yes. I don't know. I think she look awkward now. I think she look like everybody that she made fun of over the years. And I think if she doesn't stop.
Every day, sipping mimosas in Miami. We need to be like on yachts every day.
Her forehead even look bigger. Damn. And why is it that they be moving their neck weird and shit after they get that work done? Do this? Oh, the skin be hella tight. Like, you see how they be moving their neck all weird? Damn. I am gonna say this, Kenya. Now you don't want to got this shit done. Now, if you don't go and get you a white billionaire, I mean, you a damn fool. Like, I know you ain't did this to get no nigga out of Atlanta, you know, or to get another nose piercing ass Mark, the other one that was kicking in your doors and kicking in your windows, and go ahead and get you a white billionaire now. If you're gonna look like the cat lady, go ahead and get you a white billionaire so you can, you know, pay that rent, sit down somewhere. Prayers for her. I think she having a midlife crisis. Now, before we move on, speaking of plastic surgery, okay. No, I don't. I've never gotten anything done, but the crazy thing, she lost a lot of weight too. Oh, she on the peptides. I can guarantee you, not everybody, most people, especially if they on peptides. Yeah, she made fun of Kim's facelift. Yes. They listen, they pulled you, Kenya, they pulled you a little tight, you know. But when it's settled, then Kenya gonna be, you know, how I look now, bitch. You look much better. You know, you got to be a housewives person to understand. Anyway. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I want to get on the peptides low key. If I get on the peptides, I will tell y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't doing Ozempic though. It would be like tirzepatide or retatrutide. But that put aside, right? That put aside. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what a doctor told me once he could do for me. Y'all want to hear this shit? And he told me, he said, but it's risky. He said it's either gonna go really well or it's gonna look crazy. But it's a risk. You said I tried it at work. Don't tell me. I'll go order some tonight. Baby, I'll go order some tonight. be snatched by New Year's. Anyway. So I'm gonna tell y'all, right? So what he offered me was to to break. I know it sounds so crazy. To break my jaw. No, not knee. Look at you trying to be funny. No, not knee surgery. No. Although I've looked into that, but you got to be basically paralyzed for 2 years, and I ain't got nobody to take care of me. I'm not doing that. Okay. To break my jaw and then reshape it, and then they will wrap it in the bands and shit, and let it heal back. I was like, wow. When he told me he could do that, I thought about all these celebs. Like, you know what? We don't really know what these people used to actually look like. We don't know. Like, if you can do that, how are they going to break your jaw? Go in and break that shit. Yeah, put me under and break it. Yes. And then reshape it. The crazy thing, reshape, yes. The crazy thing is, I started thinking like, wow, I know people have had that done. I ain't done it. This was years ago. This was years ago. This was years ago. Years This was probably, I'm 33 now. So I would have been 22. It's 22. Yeah, 22. I said, damn, they really got like everything out here. That's why when I be talking about Chloe in the head transplants, it's real. It's real. Flora said my cousin got a rib removed. I'm telling you, it's real. They do that for the snatch waist. Now that one, my thing with the rib removal was like, don't you need your ribs to protect your organs? Like, that is a lot. What look were you trying to receive? Maybe it would have been a whole new face shape, and I'm just gonna put it that way. But yeah, I was like, wow. The face takes so long to fully heal. That's true. The nose surgery takes up to 3. Yep, that's true. And the thing with the nose jobs, it seems like once they get them, it's like, okay, maybe I just haven't noticed. I don't see many good looking nose jobs. It seems like once they get it, then they go get another, and then they spend the rest of their life trying to fix it. It's weird. It's weird. It's crazy. Anyway, so we gonna move right along from that, baby. Let's get into some Carlissa and Blueface drama, because baby, she been calling them out. Okay, she been calling them out. Let's play the clip.
Disrespect. It's a total fucking disrespect for you to get on there and tell people that got eyes to see and ears to hear. And it hurts our feelings, because if you really believe that in your mind, that is so cute. They got the dog some water, y'all. Look at this. So if you walking by with your dog and he thirsty, that is so cute. I should have got down there and got me some of that damn water. if you don't to get on that Jason Lee show and tell them people ain't nothing wrong.
Carlissa it just looks like she's picked up weight. Yeah, I don't think she looked terrible. She just looked like she's picked up weight. That's what it looks like.
With that baby. Now come on, baby. I'm trying to work with you. I'm trying to grow with you.
But you know what? Now that I think about it, all that shit she be talking about Chrisean, that could be spiritual work too. Because when people do witchcraft on you, it will sometimes cause you to gain weight, or sometimes it'll cause you to lose a lot of weight that you can't really explain.
I'm trying to help you get better. I'm trying to send out good, positive energy and vibes. But for you to get on that motherfucker and do us like that again, it's like, it's a disrespect. It's a total fucking disrespect for you to get on there and tell people that got eyes to see and ears to hear. And it hurts our feelings, because if you really believe that in your mind, if you really believe, that is so cute. They got the dog some water, y'all. Look at this.
Okay, let me go to the next.
If you don't believe nothing's wrong and you keep telling people that, we gonna be worried, and you making us worried now, because that mean that you ain't. How you getting physical therapy if ain't nothing wrong? They only give you physical therapy if something's wrong. So I'm gonna need you to go back to Jason Lee and fix that. Go back and tell him you need to do over or redo or some shit. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with it. If that's how God gave you the baby, you do your best what you can do with that baby, how you do what you can do, okay? You see what I'm doing with mine. I'm doing the best what I could do with them. So, and mine wasn't born like that. They just turned out like that. And don't try to blame me for them little motherfuckers. Don't try to blame me, okay?
So you don't take no responsibility, Carlissa? Carlissa, all three of your kids hate you, sis. There's got to be some accountability with you. You can't talk that shit with Chrisean, but you are Chrisean. Not really, because you, well, kind of.
But anyway, yes, girl, she gonna have to go back. If you do, because you scaring us people, and we don't want to hear that bullshit. We want to hear that you have accepted the terms. And I understand faith. I understand where you're going with the faith. And you can say, allegedly. You can say, I'm not believing this, but this is what it is. But I'm believing for this. But
nah, Tokyo Tony is worse. Tokyo Tony is worse. Like, that lady is insane.
You can't just get on here and tell us that we don't see something that we see, and we understand your rhythm of faith. We understand that. We faithing with you. We faithing with you on it. We will faith with you, but you can't get on here and not tell us what we faithing for. We do, because you scaring us.
When you see all the online hate that Junior gets, what do you think about them? What do you want to say to the people who oftentimes have no respect for kids?
I just focus on him. I just love him.
Damn, my phone went dead.
Just kind of like block out the noise.
Mm-hmm.
So
my sister has had one of her kids. She has 3 kids. One of her kids, my nephew Amir. Hello. He just went to college, graduated high school. He was born with autism, and my sister had to really spend a lot of time helping him. And he's just blossomed into an amazing human being that I'm proud of. And now he's pursuing entertainment of all things, which I don't know why you want to get in this crazy business. We can both tell you about that. When you are helping your son, who obviously people have had concerns about, how do you plan for that? How do you embrace the opportunity to help him through whatever challenges he may have?
Well, he's just gonna
when you see all the
things he's having,
mm-hmm.
like he don't have no diagnosis or no illnesses. I just think he just need more time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on his time.
Mm-hmm.
He got therapy. I'm there for him. I'm praying over him. And I don't accept the things that people put on him.
Mm-hmm.
So
And shouldn't people allow?
I don't accept the things put on him. You mean a clinical medical diagnosis that you caused? When we watch this lady drink, smoke during her pregnancy, drink, smoke, and fight. Notice he said his sister spent a lot of time with her. She don't spend no time with Junior. She in that house. He ain't even got his own bed. They sleep on a pissy mattress on the floor. Well, actually, when you got kids, a little mattress on the floor is okay, I guess. But a pissy mattress, I won't say pissy. It got brown stains on it. She making all that money on Kick, and your mattress got brown stains on it. That baby looks deaf and blind. Like it's a lot going on with him. And I don't understand how this lady is not in jail. Like I don't understand how CPS has not actually stepped the fuck in. It's not that hard to find this damn girl. I don't want to hear that. And as his little boy gets older, I guess she's going to keep him out of school, because once she put him in school, they mandated reporters. Baby, they're going to have to report him. I don't understand how CPS has not gotten him. I don't. No, he still can't walk. I've seen the videos for myself. She carried a boy everywhere. His legs don't, I'm not trying to talk about the baby. His legs don't look strong, and he can't look at you straight. He looks off to the side, or he's always like looking up at the lights. Like, and when she called him, he don't respond. I don't even think he can hear her. And I cannot stand the Chrisean retards that be out here like still defending this shit. Like, even if you had sympathy for her at one point, come on now, this is ridiculous. Did y'all see when she slammed him on the bed? Did y'all see when she was dunking him in the hot tub? And I've been saying this ever since she had this baby. Is this a sacrifice for her? I mean, I'm just at no shade. I'm just really asking. Like, is that the ultimate plan? Like, is this some industry shit? Because if so, I gotta look away. Like, I can't be no witness to this. He needs all the therapies. I used to work with special needs children too when I worked with CPS. He needs all the therapies. All of the yes, when she was covering him with the pillow. Oh my God. And I forgot about the seizures. Moving right along. Okay. Then Carlissa went on to talk about Blueface for not showing up for his son and his daughter with Jaden.
Jonathan, you's a trifling.
She was in a mood to talk on her little walk. I don't know what part of California Carlissa live in. I would love to do an interview with her. I can't. I feel like she's in the inland. No, she ain't in the Inland Empire. I don't know. She can't be that hard to find.
Motherfucker too. I'm about to start getting in your ass because I shouldn't have to ask your daddy to go over there and take Javon to dribble no ball. I shouldn't have to ask for that. You trying to sit here and make him turn out like Andre, huh? But that's cool. That's all right. Because right soon as when you think you got it going on.
The crazy thing is, speaking of medical records, somebody talked about they saw his medical records. His medical records leaked. There's another famous person. Her medical records didn't leak, but I saw them. I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't go get them, but they were sent to me, right? And this celebrity caused her babies issues as well, but at least she stepped up to the plate and got her baby the help that the baby needs. And it still don't fix what was done during pregnancy, but at least she's trying to make it right now. And to this day, her baby is actually thriving. Her baby is actually thriving. So even if Chrisean, and she did cause that child to have his issues, she could at least make it right now that the baby here. She's not even doing right by the baby now. No, y'all know I can't confirm who. I can't confirm that wasn't me. No, oh no, I can't confirm who. I'm not saying nobody's name. I'm just telling y'all, whatever you can't do, whatever you mess up during your pregnancy, get it right when the baby here, you know?
Oh, God gonna crash the party. Because one thing he don't play about is these motherfucking kids. So that's all right. I'll keep asking your daddy while you up over there with that other man's son. Now the boy got two daddies. Now the boy got two daddies and your nigga ain't got no daddy. And you gonna sit here and blame a Mexican girl that barely graduated high school. Nigga, we not going for that shit. We not fixing to go for that shit. No win, though. And Jonathan, you's a trifling motherfucker, too. All that money gonna go right down the toilet. That's what I think. Because ain't no way in hell God's gonna let you excel with no altars in your house for demons and skinless cats. And he playing like he don't see it like we want to see it. Nobody wants to see that. When they do shit, right when he gets.
So when I say Carlissa been talking, baby, Carlissa been talking. Carlissa been talking. I'm gonna tell you this. I hate Tokyo Tony didn't do right so we could get a season 2 of the Aunties podcast. I don't know why Tokyo turned that 300K down. I don't know why. I don't know why. But when I tell y'all Blueface over there got the most entertaining reality show on the internet right now, baby, there are people on their YouTube channels. They just literally play his show from Kick, and they just play it, and it is entertaining. But it is going to end in a train wreck. Now that's the truth. This shit is going to end in a train wreck, and we're just all watching it. But between Blueface being real weird with Nevaeh's son and holding him up and choking him like this, and he always in the bed with him and rubbing on him and playing on him and calling Nevaeh all kinds of bitches and like, hold up. Like even right here. Even right here. Like this was wild to me. Hold up. Play this.
Shut your dumb ass up, bitch. Asking me some stupid ass shit like that, bitch. That was disrespectful, bitch. Don't ever ask me no shit like that, bitch. $5, bitch. Same answer I said the first time. That's something a $5 bitch would ask.
He called her a $5 bitch. Like the way he calls her just the B word, the H word, but like it'd be sad to see. It'd be sad to what is he called Nevaeh? BITCH and HO. That's literally how he talks to her around the house. And like he says it over and over and over and over and over. Like I ain't never heard him call this girl by her name ever. I ain't gonna lie. I got a heart when he was saying that. When she had just had the baby and he said, ain't nobody gonna ever want you but me. You got 2 kids, 2 baby daddies, you worthless, you use. I was like, damn.
How much to go sit another nigga face on camera? Bitch, $5. That's all you were.
feeling too good about yourself or something, but I'm gonna really need you to stop.
Gonna spill it. Shut your dumb ass up, bitch. Asking me some stupid ass shit like that, bitch. That was disrespectful, bitch. Don't ever ask me no shit like that, bitch. $5, bitch. Same answer I said the first time. That's something a $5 bitch would ask. How much to go sit another nigga face on camera? Bitch, $5.
And the crazy thing is he treats her like that, and this is what she does. Look.
Presence. Divine Mother, embrace me with your protective presence. I invoke your wisdom and compassion to heal my to heal my heart and soothe my soul. Help me to release any emotional burdens and find inner peace in your loving embrace, goddess of fertility and creation. I humbly ask your blessings on my journey to motherhood. Grant my fertility, a healthy pregnancy, a healthy birth, a healthy love, nothing but protection, nothing but guidance. Ashe, Ashe. Mira, you want to say anything?
Yeah, Ogun, he gonna stand every time. Shondo, we always gonna say victory. Oshun, she gonna sweeten up the way for you. Oh yeah, she gonna meet you where she need to meet you at for your loved ones that's on the other side. And, Alegwa, he's standing at the crossroads. So, they just there for you to call on them. That's on you. You really been sparing these folks, but that's your choice. If it was up to me, it'd be up.
She said if it was up to me, it would be up. No, listen, I actually believe this is how she's gonna get her get back on him. Like, I believe she taking all that abuse, ain't really saying them. I mean, she do cuss him out and all that, but I believe something gonna happen to Blue. It's a lot going on in the house. The drinking, the D-rugs, the new baby, the way he treated her other son, their messed up relationship, all the people that come in and out of the house, all the cheating that he do on her, and then all the spiritual work she doing. You think she ain't going to her ancestors on this nigga? What ancestors is she calling on? I'm assuming hers. And I'm assuming, you talked about Oshun, Ogun, I believe she's calling on them for protection as well. I believe so. This is what I believe. So don't be surprised if you see something happen to this nigga. Don't be surprised. How she gonna make money if he did? But when people are angry, I don't really think she cares. Is it true that he got her from a homeless shelter? No, she was in a homeless shelter briefly, I think for a month or two. But he's a narcissist, so he gonna play it up. You was in a homeless shelter. She was in a shelter with her son, but I believe it was like for a month. It's like for a month. Yeah, she practices Ifa. Yeah. Listen, we're gonna keep our eye on all this drama, but baby, that's gonna take a turn for the worse. Between his demons, her ancestors, and all this negative karma that's brewing up, she half Wonder Bread. She one half of her bloodline she could be calling on. I don't know. We're gonna move right along from that. Okay. Our next psychology word of the day, aka our PSA number 3 of the day, is affair partner entitlement. Affair partner entitlement is when a person knowingly enters a relationship with someone who is already committed elsewhere, then developing expectations of commitment, financial support, priority, or a traditional family structure from that person. Important distinction. If a child is involved, the circumstances of the affair do not eliminate either party's responsibility towards the child. Do we know anybody like this? I was gonna say, yeah, I didn't think that was voodoo. I definitely thought that was Eva. Do we know anybody like this? With a fair partner entitlement, knowingly getting with somebody who's already committed, who's already married, even if they separated. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, people, separation means he or she is still married. Separation means that he or she is still married. You are married until you are divorced. I don't give a damn if they don't live together. I don't give a damn if they say I sleep in the other room. I'm just here for the kids. We ain't had sex in years. It doesn't matter. They are married until they get a divorce. Thank you, Sierra. Don't be a side chick expecting main chick privilege. And the crazy thing is that even that person that is committed to somebody else, even when they don't care about giving you a baby, because they tell you that's your baby and you on your own and you figure that out. You cannot then turn around and be mad that you did not get your happily ever after, that you did not get the family that you wanted or never really had, or that a nigga ain't gonna come in and be a Russell Wilson for you. Now maybe you can find a Russell Wilson, but you know that's the thing. You gotta find a nigga that want to be there. You can't force a nigga to be there. You can't witchcraft a nigga to be there. You can't try to call a nigga to you to be there. You gotta it happens when it does. And a man accepts you and your child and loves you for you and loves your child just the same. Not saying you can't, just saying it's a little extra workaround, you know? But it'd be so sad when I see people get caught up in this. Because when I see somebody that knowingly commits themselves to somebody that's already committed to me, you have a lack of self-worth. You have a lack of boundaries. You have a lack of self-respect. Opinionated said Alicia Keys before she actually took Swiss. Here's the thing. Swiss wanted to go. That's the thing. They've been married, what, 20 years, 15 years, something like that? He wanted to go. When I was growing up, one of my mama's real good friends was a mistress to a man for elite. But at the time, it was over 8 years. He was a truck driver. Had a family in Mississippi and would come and see her in Illinois and would go back and forth. And of course had multiple families across the country because he was a fucking truck driver. But she was that side chick for years. And for years he said he was gonna leave his wife and his kid. It never did. Because they never do. They make both women really feel like that they're not enough and they just go back and forth between the two. They go around there trying to be a side chick, risking getting their ass whooped when they know they can't fight. Laid up in a married person's house and ending up a statistic. Ending up becoming everything they said they never would. Ending up becoming what they ran from for the last 20-something years. Because, before you're 18, I get your pass. After 18, you're grown. We got to really speak to the people that suffer from a fair partner entitlement and let them know that if you're going to knowingly enter a relationship with somebody who is already married, already engaged, already in a relationship with somebody else, you got to you got to know your place and stay in it. And if you ever change positions and get promoted, you've been promoted. If you ever get promoted, then guess what? When you slide into that number one spot and he kick his old ball and chain to the curb, then you become the ball and chain. Now you there with him every day. You washing his drawers. You picking up after him. You seeing the mood swings. See, sometimes there's fun in being number two. Listen. If you've ever seen Being Mary Jane, you know where this monologue is from. But sometimes there's power in being number two. Because she his 9 to 5, you the weekend. She got to deal with all that bullshit. You just get to ride that Friday through Sunday evening. And you send them back. Whenever he hang out with you, you're having fun. You're going out of town. You're going out to eat. You're going to the movies. You get to put the nigga on a pedestal, the kind of pedestal you can keep him on when you live with him and you see him every day. Huh? It's hard to keep that spice when you scrub skid marks out of nigga drawers. Oh, his wife is a bitch. She tired of picking up after him. She tired of cleaning out the tub because he won't wring shit out after he take a bath. She tired of having to tell him towel off and dry your body off while you still inside the shower so you ain't trekking water all over my damn bathroom. Don't go and shave your beard right after I done cleaned out the sun. She get tired. His wife is a bitch. But you don't know about when he lost his job and she worked 3 jobs to hold it down and he couldn't even pick up the kids from school on time and he was at home all day, every day. And after she worked all them jobs, he still expected her to cook and to clean and to want to hump. But you the side chick, you the weekend. You the weekend girl, you don't know nothing about that. Y'all meet up in Motel 6s and Ramada Inns. You don't know nothing about that. But if it's one thing I learned in therapy, baby, it's that whatever you gonna do in life and whomever you gonna be in life, just know what it is you doing. And stop expecting something in somebody to be what they ain't. Let me give you some country wisdom. A person is who they is, baby. They can't be what they ain't. You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still gonna roll around in shit. You can Febreze your garbage. If you don't take it out, it's still gonna stink. You can put perfume over funk, but you still musty. And to then purposely bring a child into the world who will be the side child, won't have access to their father. They're an affair baby. You put so much karma and trauma onto that child before they even have a chance. Before they even have a chance. Just saying. A fair partner entitlement. Now, we're going to move right along because we got to talk about Lance Gross And this hair is gross, disgusting. Okay. Lance Gross has debuted this blonde hair. And by the way, Lance, whoever bleached your hair, cause see, nigga, you have jet black hair. I do too. But whoever bleached your shit, baby, I can see through this shit to your scalp. So you done burnt some of your hair out, nigga. You done burnt your hair, you done burnt your hair to the cuticle. See, I've had my hair. I have bleached my hair before. I've had my hair copper blonde, so it was like reddish blonde, but not like Lunel blonde like this. Like this is like platinum. I want to say. Shout out to Auntie Lunel. They done burnt your shit to the scalp. Like this look like when you leave in that texturizer for too long and then some of the hair fall out. Look at that. Look at the crown of his head. I can see straight through to his scalp. He lost hair doing this. They also gave him a perm. No, I don't know. He already looked like he had a looser textured hair. But then again, maybe they did. I don't know. Okay. As you can see, spiritually, he's channeling Dennis Rodman in his picture. But nigga, you ain't Dennis Rodman, and Dennis Rodman was into some very nefarious things. And so that's not really a person to emulate. But okay, we're gonna scroll. Look at this here. He don't listen, I can read right through this. He don't even look like he like it. He don't even look like he like this shit. Like, who the hell want to emulate Dennis Rodman? No shade. And yeah, I know my hair colored too, but at least my hair red. It ain't blonde. Okay. The hell I'm gonna do with blonde hair? I ain't Drewski. There they go, bleaching it. Wow. Now, when we really look at it, okay, what kind of ritual is this? I'm gonna tell you. When we really look at it, okay, that's his kid in that picture. Look here. He got shades on. Do y'all see what I see, or do I need to break it down? I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds. Do y'all see what I see? It makes him look older. Mm-hmm. Is it for a movie? It could be. It could be. Break it down. He has a dark spirit on him now. His eyes have changed. His eyes have a darkness to them now. See, I got to really look at people. It's kind of hard to tell with these shades. His eyes are not the same. The eyes is the window to the soul. Whenever you see somebody's eyes change, there's been something spiritual that has changed. Okay? His mama said, call Tracy and ask her if she know a good beautician that can dye your hair black, and I would cash out her the money to pay to have it done because it really looked horrible. He told his mama no. Ain't that some shit? Y'all, this is a ritual. This is an Illuminati ritual. This is an Illuminati ritual. Like, people think it's a joke. This is not a joke. This is an Illuminati ritual, and he held off from being compromised for so long, and I am so disappointed. And yes, it still may be for a movie role, But y'all gotta understand that they make them do certain rituals in these movies too. So you see his hair blonde, AB and Dean went blonde. These are rituals. These are to let you know. It can let you know a bunch of different things, but the main thing is to signal to everybody else that they are under control. That's the way to put it. So his career might finna really go up. Don't be surprised if you see him in a really big show, something on Hulu, Netflix, like a really big movie. Like, don't be surprised. Because, baby, he whooped Tyler's ass when Tyler Perry tried him, baby. He whooped his ass. He's whooping security ass, too. That wasn't no lie, because Tyler did try him like he tried everybody else. But with him, the industry got something on him. What it is exactly, I don't know. But this business works through blackmail, okay? And they keep you in line by always having blackmail on you. And the way it works is that they will put people in your life, usually in the form of a quote unquote a friend or a manager or a romantic interest, right? Or a sexual partner, to get you caught up, to record you doing something, to have something on you so that the industry can control you. Wasn't Dennis Rodman by? I don't think Lance is by though. But what I will say is, when you go to these parties and you go to these events, it is very easy to be slipped something, to be drugged, and to be put in a peculiar situation. Click, click, click. We got you. Now you're going to do what we say. To get you in a certain position that you can't, if people see these pictures, you can't explain them. And guess what? Now you're going to do what they say. Now you're going to do what they say. Now, if we see this man wear a dress, we really know it's over. Kev said, I'm finna do this. Kev ain't got no damn hair. I don't know why he playing. Now, if you see him in a dress in a movie, you already know what it is. Like Kanye, yes. Yeah, you normally see the blonde hair. You will see it a lot of times after they've either been, like when they first get out of prison, or after they've been in a hospital for a while. And when they put them away in these hospitals, in these facilities, and they do all kinds of shit to them. Brittany already told y'all, they was always taking her blood. They do, that's spiritual work being done on her. They do spiritual shit with that. What did Kanye say? Had a trainer that actually used to work for the CIA that said, I'll make sure you never see your kids again. Boom. That's another example. So we've seen it time and time and time and time again. Chris, Lil Durk, Future. Keep it in mind. Okay, just keep it in mind. All right, now moving right along from that. All right, update on Cassie. So Cassie denies chlamydia, claiming 35 million freak off lawsuit. So if you guys remember, okay, Clayton Howard sued Cassie and claimed, and he sued her because she allegedly terminated his child, and he alleges that she gave him some stuff and then disclosed what she had, and he is seeking $35 million in damages. But as we know, Cassie has been working to get this lawsuit dismissed because she live overseas. She ain't even in the country no more. She ain't even in the country no more.
You said something interesting. You said, in the world of vengeful exes, Cassie is the heavyweight champion. of the world.
Cassie is Cassavelli.
Cassavelli.
Cassavelli. If she came out with another album,
Cassavelli.
it should be Cassavelli. The last OG have no fury like a woman scorn. She double did. And see, this is why she messed up. She won when she got the money. She should have took that money and she should have moved to fucking Europe.
48 laws of power.
Yes.
Once you win, you stop.
Know
to me.
when to stop.
Look. Once me and you go at it and there's a lawsuit and I win, that's it. That's it. I don't have any more animosity towards you. If they want to have me continue to do it, I'm going to be unavailable. I'm going to be whatever. But no, Cassie took the stand, trashed him on the stand, and then wrote a letter for him not to be out for a couple of months.
Yep.
I just think it's nasty work.
It's nasty work.
Nasty work.
And it compels me even more to be the one to seek justice against her because somebody has to do it.
Right.
She manipulated dozens of men. Okay, some of those men may feel they don't have claims. They may still be so infatuated with her that they're not making the connection. This guy makes the connection. I didn't know about these other guys. And if I didn't know about these guys and you were flying me all over the state based on the same thing you just did to Sean Combs, you're a co-conspirator. So if the government won't grant me my right as a legitimate victim of this cribbo conspiracy to hold you accountable, you know who will let me? The civil courts. And that's the only remedy for a private citizen when the prosecutors won't help you is the civil court. So this is why I sued her. I can prove she was a part of this conspiracy. Hell, she basically confessed to it on the stand. Why would no one want to hold her accountable for it and still support her like she's a victim, knowing she manipulated dozens of men?
Well, look, I have tweets going back months that basically are saying now that Cassie got the bag, you're going to see the male escort sue her.
Yeah.
And people are like, that's ridiculous. You know, that's never going to happen and so forth. I said, just watch, just watch, just watch. I predicted this as well.
Yes.
So when you announced that you're suing her, I said, told you. Told you. Now, how much are you suing? Well, you're suing both Diddy and Cassie.
Yeah, because I have to sue Diddy.
Okay, for how much?
Well,
how much are you asking for?
I didn't ask for anything yet. I didn't put an amount yet. The truth is, I didn't.
Have you filed a lawsuit?
Yeah, I filed a lawsuit.
All right, so we're going to stop right there. That was just his interview. That was Clayton Howard's interview with DJ Vlad, okay? Now, I know everybody was like, wait, I thought it was dismissed. No. Well, yes and no. Cassie files a new suit, she files paperwork again to get it dismissed permanently. Okay? Her lawyers want to make sure that he cannot ever come back and sue her again. Okay? Because when a claim is dismissed, they have the with prejudice versus without prejudice. And I forget which one means you can come back versus one you can't. But she has filed new paperwork to make sure he can never come back again, ever. 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 That's what this is for. Okay. And what she claims is that, whatever she may or may not have had, she wasn't aware of it. And her testimony in the trial can't be used against her, blah, blah, blah. But basically, she's trying to make sure that he cannot come back and sue her again. That's what this is. Because I can sue you, it gets dismissed, but they allow me to reformulate and come back. Tweak my lawsuit and come back. This filing that she just filed is to make sure he cannot come back permanently and sue her ever again. Thank you. Without prejudice means you can file again. With prejudice means you can't. She's trying to make sure he can't. I don't like Vlad. Why do people go to him for interviews? Well, he has one of the biggest platforms on YouTube. And quite frankly, he pays. That helps. And on top of paying, black men tend to have that Jesus complex where they get in front of a white man and they tell him anything. I mean, they even admit to crimes, like federal crimes in front of Vlad. I told y'all, I come to the black media, but they give us all kinds of problems behind the scenes. All kinds of problems, attitude, show up late, smoking, drinking, all kinds of stuff in the interview. For white man, they there. And they answer everything that he says. everything. So it's a mess. Okay. So moving right along from that. Our last PSA for today, aka our psychology term, the last one, is identity avoidance / cognitive dissonance. When someone's behavior and stated self-image conflict, it creates discomfort that may lead them to minimize, rationalize, or avoid acknowledging what they are doing. Okay. So you can say it either way. You can say identity avoidance or cognitive dissonance, which, an example, right? The dudes that are DL that have sex with men, but don't really feel like they gay. Women who sleep with married men, but really feel like they ain't side chicks. People who steal, but really feel like they ain't thieves. People that do bad things to you, but really feel like it ain't their fault that they did it, or it ain't that bad, or they could have did worse. Identity avoidance and cognitive dissonance. You can use them interchangeably, okay? So whenever you deal with somebody that exhibits a certain behavior, but don't want to claim the behavior that they exhibit, that is cognitive dissonance. And when people are like this, and when they exhibit these traits, in my opinion, you have to just get away from people like this. A person that can't even accept who and what they are, baby, they're never going to be genuine with you ever. They're never going to be genuine with you. They're never going to be real with you. They're never going to show their hand or even a little bit of their hand. You're never going to really know who you're dealing with because they don't even know who they don't even know themselves. They don't even accept themselves. You got to accept yourself first before somebody else accepts you. You got to like yourself first before other people like you. You got to love yourself first before other people love you. Identity avoidance. Doing things but not wanting to claim the title. No, you is what you are. And you ain't what you not. It's very, very delusional. And people who live in delusion, I just don't believe it's much you can do with them. Now, there's nothing wrong with dreaming. There's nothing wrong with reaching for the stars. But when we dreaming, we got to know that we're dreaming and we're going to work towards it. But people that just, I stole, but I'm not a thief. I lied, but I'm not a liar. Like, it don't work like that. Like multiple alters, now that's something else. Some people do have now when you truly have multiple personality disorders, you don't remember what you do between the personalities because it's truly a whole nother personality, right? That's spiritual too. That's somebody with a bunch of different spirits on them. So when you jump between spirits or alters, you don't remember what the other one did, or you like they're literally different people. Literally inside of you. This is, I'm doing some shit, but I just don't want to call myself that. For example, if I drink every day, but I don't want to call myself an alcoholic. I report the tea for a living. That would be like me saying but I'm not gossiping. You reporting tea, that's gossip. If it ain't firsthand knowledge, it's gossip. Just saying. Okay, just saying. Now, all right, real quick. Cardi B talks about people overcharging her due to her celebrity status. Okay, so she complaining about what she spent on her new music
Swear to
video.
God, right?
Let's get into this.
I wanted this music video to be simple. I wanted a street, like I wanted a very street New York summer vibe, right? And I'm thinking,
I'm gonna stop right there. Why do y'all come out with summer songs and the summer is over? I wanted a street New York summer vibe. This video should have been put out in March, April. So we could have learned the song, learned the host up my dick out like when you see won't gun bad, won't see it. A nigga won't trap me, I won't keep it. Bitches don't get me, so big. 3, 2 to the 1 in this bit. I'm in the 1 in this bit. Like, like you were supposed to give us this in March, so we could have had it all summer. Ma'am, the summer's over. Everybody back in school. Labor Day is around the corner. So what you mean? You mean like fall, winter? Because the summer is over. I am confused. Rubbing yourself and rubbing you down and rubbing your titties and rubbing your coochie and posing all on the steps like that. Like you were supposed to give us this in March. Man, we damn near Halloween. You should have gave us a Halloween song for real. If she was smart and was really thinking, she would have gave us a Christmas song. Go to that studio and call party, because we know you ain't wrote shit. Call party and go ahead and come up with a good Christmas song that'll really pay you for the rest of your life. You know you trying to sit on your ass anyway, girl. You know you ain't really trying to work like that. You know what I'm saying? Talk about a summer street vibe. It can be street, but it ain't summer. The niggas in Brooklyn finna put on their Timberlands. What is we talking about?
right? Because a lot of artists do videos in the streets. That this music video will be about, I'll say about $250,000. Bro, this video came out to be over $1 million. And this is the shit that be pissing me off, because it wouldn't even, if you look at the video, it doesn't even give that. But the way sometimes, because I'm Cardi B, I be getting overcharged is annoying. Like, for example, to get permits, I know for a fact, average like rapper that do music videos on blocks.
And why is she talking to us about this like we can help her with her budget? We're not Atlantic. Why is she talking to us? Inside High Key Life, that part. I can't say that word on here, but that part. Inside High Key Life 323, that part. Yeah, she's always a day late and $1 short. And why is she even tripping off this 1 million unless did it come out of her pocket? Well, I guess so, because they gave her an advance, right? Okay, so I guess she did have to pay for the out of pocket. Okay.
It doesn't cost that much. I really wanted to do my music video in a small block in the Bronx. No, they made me do it in different places. And to get permit, it was so expensive. And I feel like they overcharged me for permits. I feel like, they made it a big deal because I guess I'm Cardi B. Like, it's like.
Is this not a conversation for your attorneys? Like, is this not a conversation for her attorneys? Like, what is people on Twitter Spaces gonna do for you, girl? For $1 million on a bullshit ass video, ma'am, you should have just got a green screen and you could have AI'd that bitch for real. Ain't nothing special about that video. You walking through the streets, hips all out. Host up my dick, I like host up my dick, I like when the Z went on stage, I can't cut me, I won't keep it. Bitch, like me, so be it. 3, 2 to the 1 in it big. And I want it. Then don't talk my business. How's that a million? How was this $1 million video?
It was about 40 NYPD cops, which made it impossible to motherfucking shoot. We couldn't even get right shoots because NYPD was being so, I mean, like, they was just doing too much. It was just a lot. Like, I'll tell you this will be the last time I ever do music videos in a public setting that I cannot get control. Like, it was just too much. I was so overstimulated. I was so underwhelmed. Like, I was just so over it. It was a 2-day video shoot, and it just like I did not enjoy doing this music video because it was just so much. On top of that, there was so many people on the streets, and it's like I don't like seeing a lot of people. Like, when I do music videos, I like having a close set because I don't really like people looking at me. I get very nervous. And I hope you guys enjoy the music video today.
I got a question, and I got a serious question. Does this lady even like making music? Because ever since she put that first album out, it has felt like she has been trying to do everything to like not make any more music. Like, if you don't like making music, sis, just say that. But then I don't know if maybe like, is that contract she stuck? Oh, it's that contract. It's that kind. She probably got to give them a certain amount of albums. Well, if you wouldn't have been having all them damn kids, you probably could have knocked out that contract by now. You probably could have knocked out that contract by now. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I hear Cardi B talk about music, it reminds me of how I used to talk about my job when I had a job, you know? When I worked in the office, like, that's what it like, ma'am, what does this have to do with anything? She doing it for her family. I think she has procrastination problems for real. Because she's not really a musician. Yeah, it was her way out the hood. Yeah, and I ain't mad at the hustle, but it's like, can you pretend to like your job a little bit? This finna be a video that's 2 minutes and 20 seconds of nothing, of her. That's not worth $1 million. That's what this whole video finna be. That's literally what this whole video finna be. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. We don't even, but like what? She could have recorded that shit on an iPhone. It probably would have hit better. It probably would have hit more better. Moving right along from that, Khadijah, the BFF of Chloe Alexandria Kardashian. You are the alleged Kardashian. Today we got to bring in Khadijah. Ooh, I hate that lace on that photo there. You should have had them bring that down. How many inches should she have brought that down? 2? Probably like 2. But I guess they can't glue it to your forehead, right? They have to glue it on the hair. Can they? I mean, not glue, but tape. Is the wig taped down? Anyway, Khadijah, this is the one sister we used to like. Anyway, she in a messy divorce from her soon-to-be ex-husband, and she been getting loans from her friends to pay bills. Man, why ain't you been getting money from your damn husband to pay your bills? Why you ain't got that nigga on child support to help you pay your bills? Why have you been asking your friends and asking Chloe, even though Chloe got plenty of money? Because you know Chloe is a good baby daddy. She's always been a good baby daddy. She a good baby daddy to Dream. She a good baby daddy to her baby mama Tristan. She was a good baby daddy to Lamar because she was his mother and his father. She raised all of her younger siblings like the redheaded stepchild that Chrisean looked at her like, you know, she's always, you know, been, you know, very manly and a good stepdaddy. So with that being said, why you ain't been asking your husband to pay for y'all children? I don't understand. Khloe Kardashian's close friend Khadijah claims she is struggling to make ends meet. Wow. Well, the post office is hiring, y'all. Amid her bitter divorce from her ex, Bobby McCrae, and she's relying on friends for financial help. She wouldn't be relying on me, and you got a whole husband. The declaration Khadijah filed asked the court to award her child and spousal support, period. She is paid $25K per episode for the Hulu reality show, for a total of $150K. That ain't shit in California, which was produced by Chloe. So Chloe gave you a job and you still asking her for money. Here you go right here. You mean to tell me this big old strong, tall man, he ain't giving you no money? What you mean? She rich people broke, nobody cares. That part. You don't think she knew this before she got married? My whole thing is like, didn't he used to be a football player? Let me see who Bobby McCrae is, because they was married for years. Bobby McCrae, yeah, he's a former football player. His net worth is between $1.5 million and $10 million. He just purposely not giving her no damn money. He purposely is starving her out. I guess he say, if you're not gonna be with me, you bitch on your own. Ain't no way in the world. He 45 years old. He just had a birthday too. But yeah. Was you scared of him or some girl? Was he beating on you? Was he what was it? Ain't no way if this my friend you. Oh, do you think I can? Oh, hell no, girl. Call your husband. That's what you can do. Call your husband. Khadijah claims she lived a good life while being married to a football player, never worried about bills. She said they often went on family vacations, ate out at restaurants, did not use credit cards, rented luxury homes. Khadijah said she didn't work a ton during the marriage because she was taking care of the kids. She was being feminine, fit, friendly, and submissive. She said her ex is rarely in California and he does not have a set schedule to see the kids. Damn, and left her a single mother of 3 kids. Damn. Yeah, this was the twin that went on and got married, and yeah. These men would leave y'all with them kids quick. I know it wasn't meant for me to be no woman, because ain't no way you finna leave me with 3 kids and you off living your life. Ain't no way in the world. But remember what I just said. Yes, that's why you got to have your own. This is why. All that shit about being a trap wife is a trap. Because what men don't tell you is that they feel like if you ain't with them, they ain't got to take care of you no more. So all the tradition only is valid while you're with him. That's it. In her motion, no. She said she had to borrow money from family and friends to make sure the kids stayed in private school. He ain't give a damn about his kids getting kicked out of private school and participating in extracurriculars. She said he pulls in $18K in disability and NFL retirement payments. Okay, so he makes $18K a month. So he pulls in. Okay, so he pulls in $216,000 a year in disability, which that sounds about right, but that ain't shit in California. With 3 kids, that ain't shit. She said she's the one who cared for him after he injured himself while playing. I mean, yeah. She's asking the court to award her $5,000 a month in child support and another $2,000 a month in spousal support, along with $100,000 for her legal fees. That's actually reasonable. That's actually reasonable. $5,000 a month. Yeah, 3 kids in California, $2,000 in spousal support, so 7. That'll bring he'll keep $11,000 out of that $18,000. Yeah, that's about right. But even her getting this $7,000 a month in help from him, that's gonna barely cover the rent. She gotta work now. She either gotta work or she gotta find another nigga quick. Yeah, but they gotta keep them expenses low. And I know I keep saying that's California. That's California. And 3 kids. Cause they go to certain schools. It's she don't want them live. She ain't finna go live in the hood. Now I ain't go. Yeah, $7,000 in LA is poverty. Yes, it really is. And you got girls, and you got 3 girls. They gonna need clothes. They gonna want cars. They gonna Now, once again, just like I was telling Tina the other day, now if she lived in Atlanta, yeah, you right. Yeah. She got to work. Aaliyah TV, she got to work. Did it air yet? I think it airs soon. Where she lives, $7,000 could be the rent. Exactly. Thank you. She better move to Vegas. But then she probably feels like she needs to be in LA for work opportunities. But with the internet, you really don't have to be in LA no more like that. Yeah, she needs to move to Vegas, Houston. Hell, she can move to Florida. She can move to Texas. Damn, time for public school in a regular suburban neighborhood. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. Yeah, she got to work. She got to work. Point blank in the period. She got to work. She can fly in, facts. Yeah, she got to work. She got to work. Ooh, people, that was our show. You know what's crazy? I'm not trying to be funny or brag on myself. My shoulders look crazy in a good way. Oh my God. I just took a step back and looked at my shoulders. Oh my God. Damn, my shoulders grow quick. Oh my God. Good Lord. Them bitches like, bow. Listen, I'm almost there. I got a few more pounds to lose, baby, and I'm gonna be back on camera, shirtless and oiled up. Sure is. And it's funny too, because like you'll wear certain shirts and you be like, damn, my shoulders are big. Okay. When you get all these, I've been had these. Yeah, I've been had these. That one there, that there, and I got. Oh, I ain't got no drawers on. Nope. I be meaning to show y'all the thigh tattoos, and then I'll be like, wait, I ain't got no drawers on. People got to remember, never bite the hand that feeds you. That's very true. That's very true. Never about the hand that feeds you, ever. Why do men always do that pose to show their arm? I mean, we men. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Did you get a tat this year? Is that the thought? No, I got the tat. 4 did my thigh tattoo. He did one in 23 and one in 24. Yes. He did one in 23 and one in 24. Yeah. The cat, you talking about that? I got that in Atlanta. Shavana did that. Yeah. Sierra, don't get on her being funny now. You got one on your hand now. I got that one on my birthday this year. Yeah, I got that one on my birthday. Now, if you are in need of spiritual help or spiritual guidance, okay, DM me on Instagram, Celebrity Doctor TV, or email me, monroestorm59@gmail.com. Okay, I will send you the instructions, the links you need. I'm gonna send you they're like screenshots, but it lists the services and stuff. So make sure you read everything, and read it in full. In addition to that, people, tomorrow we start Monetize Your Mouth. Tomorrow's the 28th, right? Sure is. We're in 2 minutes. So make sure you get your tickets for Monetize Your Mouth. All right, where I walk you guys through YouTube, how to do YouTube. I mean, we gonna be going over a lot. Okay, it's a 3-day live webinar. All right. Oh, my bad. The 29th through the 31st. My bad. Not tomorrow, the 29th. 29th. My bad. 29th through the 31st. There we go. All right. So make sure y'all get y'all tickets, baby. They have off. 33 half. I mean, you cannot beat that. You cannot beat that. And if you are interested in one-on-one mentorship for me, it's a 6-month program where we meet weekly to strategize you and your YouTube goals. Opinionated is in there. I've helped a couple other YouTubers who I don't name. No, 3 others who I don't know. More than that, shit. I ain't got to name them. It doesn't matter. I don't do that. I ain't like certain people. I don't do that. And even though they don't come around no more, that's okay. Shout out to them and all their success. So yeah, if you're interested in that, definitely let me know as well. And I have one on the neck already right here. Wait. Yeah. So if you read Arabic, you know what it says. But no plans for face tattoos. I'm good on that. No. I almost did the dermals, and my best friend talked me out of them. Yeah, I was also intoxicated, so it's good I didn't do that. All right. She definitely talked me out of them. That's small. Yeah. The one on the neck is small. I didn't know how I was gonna react to it, so I didn't want nothing like big. But I don't want nothing like big on my neck. But I do like when it's like the cursive on the side or like down here. But I'm ticklish. I'm ticklish. We don't read Arabic. You don't need to. If you don't read Arabic, you don't need to know. It's crazy. Listen, it's crazy though, because I was on a plane. I think this was when I was going to Africa or when I was coming back. When I was coming back, it was a kid on the plane. He sat next to me. And he was a smart kid, obviously. He was like, if I had a kid or I had a son, I know my son would probably be like that, like knowing multiple languages, being well-traveled, homeschooled, that type of shit. And because I ain't raising my kid around the heathens. I just ain't doing it. Anyway, and he was like, I know what your neck says. I read Arabic. I read 4 languages. I'm like, of course you do. So yeah. No, it's not nothing nasty or freaky. Not in Arabic. You laugh during your tattoos? No, I don't laugh. I mean, I'm just ticklish around the neck, period. But they feel good for me. So when I get tattoos, whatever is released, whatever chemical is released, it feels really, really good. It feels really, really good. It feels really, really sensual. And then after, it's like almost like a climax. It's hard to explain, but like when you get a tattoo and it's like, just the fuck I'm talking about, like, oh my God, yes, like it feels good. And then, it's like you go up and then you come down. So that's one of them things. Wait, let me see. So I don't have a charger here. My phone went dead. But yeah, it feels like bee stings to me. Okay, fair enough. I have a sign behind my ear. Oh, okay. Piercings oh my God, piercings feel good for me too. Piercings feel good. That's why I've had multiple piercings at one point. I've had this pierce a couple times, but this part is too thick, so it pops out. When I had got my nose done, my nose pierced, it was because I was just feeling that like, ooh, hell yeah. And my nose too damn big. It popped out. It didn't even leave a mark. My nose too thick. And then these holes stayed. But I've actually had, and then I got that right there. But I had another one here too. I just got to replace the earring. Not a pain junkie. Listen, it. Now, I kind of want the piercing that goes down like that. I'm gonna show you. Wait. I kind of want ear piercing that goes straight through ear. Let me see on men. Not that one. I mean, this is close. This is close. Like, yeah, I've seen one where it's like the piercing was like an arrow. It was like one long like bow and arrow, but not necessarily going that way. Like here down like that. I ain't gonna do it though, but yeah, I'll be looking at it. No. Industrial. Okay. I thought about doing this one too. Wait. Let's see. Hold on. Let me find it. His name is what? Brandon Shram? Yeah. Let's see. I don't think he might not have a picture of it. Okay, hold on. Let me go back though. There we go. Yeah. Not like in this row, it would be like one here and one here. I want to get that person, but I heard it's super painful. I believe it. You want to restart your emo phase, 2006? Oh my God, I miss 2006. Oh man. I definitely had an emo phase. I don't have any pictures. Thank God. But I definitely, those were my, oh my and I listened to nothing but fucking Linkin Park and just a lot of Linkin Park. Maybe I was depressed. I don't know. We can bring it back. We just have to commit. That's a fact. We just have to commit. We just have to commit. Yeah, I don't have no photographic evidence of that, thank God. But yeah, it was that wearing black every day. It was a lot. The perm, well, the relaxer, but I had my hair low but straight. I didn't have it like Blueface, so I never did that one. But yeah, but I definitely then had the mohawk and colored, and yeah, I had the colored mohawk and the designs. Yeah. Yep. Oh, my mama wasn't going for no lip ring, no. Would you get your tongue pierced? No. That one's not my thing. I don't want none in my tongue. That's not me. I mean, I know, what it's for, but no. Yeah, so Freeze talking about piercings feel good. Hey, listen. And it's the whole experience. Like you go, like I'm telling you, if I could really draw and I had a steady hand, I would have been a tattoo artist. In another lifetime, I definitely believe I was a tattoo artist. Because like you go in the shop and then it's the ambiance, it's the when you hear and then the music is playing, and sometimes sometimes you hear that, you hear you hear all kinds of screams. It's an experience. It's an experience. Yep. I got Linkin Park lyrics right here. And this, but I think that's real. Yeah, from Shadow of the Day. Yep. Yeah, yes. R.I.P. Chester Bennington. Yeah, it's something how he was finna expose them, what's, and then magically, how that go. Evanescence was junior high for me too. Yep, that was elementary to junior high. Yep. Don't cry to me. Yep. Call Me When You're Sober. Lithium. I used to listen to Lithium so many times in a row. I don't know what I was going through a lot as a teenager, apparently. I listened to Lithium so many times, back to back to back to back to back to back. Mind you, at the time, didn't even know what lithium was. My Immortal, yup. You can man, listen. I love even Call Me When You're Sober. It's like, don't lie to me. Wait a minute, let me look up the lyrics. Hold on. Call Me When You're Sober lyrics. Because we don't never like really look at the lyrics, right? She said, don't cry to me. If you love me, you will be here with me. You want me, come find me. Make up your mind. Should I let you fall, lose it all, so maybe you can remember yourself? Can't keep believing we're only deceiving ourselves. Oh God, because it's gonna make me want to sing it. Ourselves, and I'm sick of the lie. And you're too late. Literally saying, if you love me, come find me. If you want me, you would be here. If you wanted to do right, you would. There's nothing extra I need to do. Is you wanting to. What I've been talking about this whole show is what you, when somebody want to do right, they will. Couldn't take the blame, sick with shame, must, oh fuck, somebody want to sing it. Must be exhausting to lose your own game. You thought you was playing me, bitch, you played yourself. Selfishly hated, no wonder you're, oh, I'm finna get these lyrics tattooed on me next. No wonder you're jaded, you can't play the victim this time. And you're too late, because I'm already over you. No, I don't think so. I just think I don't know what I was thinking about Aaliyah TV. I don't know. Not him. I'm trying to think. 13. We was cool that year. He was around. Actually, as far as my childhood, like 12, 13 was actually a pretty good year looking back. That was the 1 year I lived with my grandmother too. And it's so crazy because like not my grandmama that's dead, but like my grandmother that's still alive. And it's crazy too because like this grandmother didn't really like fuck with me like that when I was a baby because she didn't like who my daddy was, etc., etc. And then circumstances, the universe worked, and then we ended up living together for like one whole school year, and we really got to know each other, and then we really learned that we had a lot in common. I don't know if I'm on to get in the zodiac bag. My grandmother's a Taurus, I'm a Taurus. My birthday April 28th, her birthday April 29th. So I don't know if that mean anything, but when I say we lived the same, like we didn't have to do a whole lot of talking to each other. We kept, we let her like have the blinds closed, the house dark, the house cold. Like we didn't need a whole lot of talking. You know what I'm saying? She would always say, what you want for dinner. Sunday dinner. She would make Sunday dinner, and then we would eat off that throughout the week. Like, like, so I don't know if that's because we, my mama says because we both Tauruses, but we got along great. When I say we got along great, we got along so good. Somebody said, hold up. Neck bumps right. Look, every Sunday it was like, okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, boom, we're gonna do that. Every Sunday but that was when I said that was such a good year of my life. That was actually a really good year. It really was. Oh, how cute sounds like a Lifetime movie. I could make that into a movie. But yeah, I remember that because I moved in with her like July, going into August, going to the school year. And then my mom went on the road, but she came back early. And I remember my grandma was like, nah, don't pull him out of school. Like, no, don't pull him out of school. He needs to finish. And it's a good year. And she was mad when I had to go back home. When the school year was over, she was mad when I had to go back home. Oh, she was so upset. Now, somebody asked the question and said, "Did you go to a mostly white school?" Okay, so let me put it to you like this. How long are you in school? You in school? Okay, I went to preschool, so I was in school from 4 to 18. From 4 to 18, so that's 14 years. I transferred schools, I want to say 12 times. So I went to mostly white schools. I went to mostly black schools. I went to a mix. That particular school was more white at the time because Belleville, MG Junior High was more white at that time. If I look at my yearbook, I think that's more white. Now they pretty much all black for sure, I think. But back then they were Definitely mostly white. During the emo phase, that was a mostly white school going into a mostly black school. Because I went to Hazelwood East for a year and a half. I didn't go a full 2 years because I transferred. Year and a half. In Hazelwood East was like 90, I want to say 90% black. Right, that part. Oh yeah. And I went to a bunch of different schools. Yeah. I transferred schools so many times. And I was saying that to a friend a few months back. I'm like, now that I think about it, I literally have been moving almost every year since I was 5. I've been here 3 years, and then I was in Atlanta 4 years. Wait, 19 to 23, 4 years. I was in Arizona before that for 4 years. So but even in Phoenix, I moved pretty much every year. Atlanta, I moved pretty much every year. So yeah. Why you moved around? We just moved a lot. We moved a lot. Yeah. Oh yeah, we moved a lot. Sometimes it was just because my mama just wanted to move, or she was like, I want a different apartment, want a different place. And then a couple times it was like, okay, I'm gonna get away from a nigga. That's why you really got to be careful who know where you live, because it's like once a person know where you live, you're like, fuck, if you get into it, you gotta move, So but yeah, it was wild. Yeah, at the time, you a kid, you don't think about that stuff. Yeah. Even when I was in college for those 4 years, I did a year in the dorms. Then I came home for a semester. Then I went back to an apartment. Then I rented a house with friends. That was a mess for a year. That was a whole experience. And then my last year in school, I was in my own apartment. So yeah, even in college, I moved pretty much every year. Come to Houston. I've been to Houston a few times. Houston is cheap. Houston reminds me of a bigger St. Louis. It reminds me a lot of St. Louis. And I think a lot of St. Louis people move there too. Houston is affordable, but it's just it reminds me so much of St. Louis. I don't know if I could do it. But a meet and greet, but to come and visit for sure. Yeah, I want to do some meet and greets this winter. Yeah, I definitely want to do some this winter. This past summer wasn't the time. So you never feel settled anywhere? No, I've never felt settled anywhere. Except Africa. Are you a military brat? No. People ask that. People asked that over the years when I was coming up. Should have been. Would have had a better life. But yeah. Yeah. I went to 11 school, not including 2 colleges. Yup. You always say doing a meet and greet, listen, it's been a lot going on the last few years. Yeah, you got to understand, it's been a lot going. We ain't bringing up that old energy, but sometimes niggas will make you, show that you from East St. Louis, and I really don't want to have to go there, so sometimes you put your pride to the side and you let the heat cool down a little bit. I want to go back overseas when I retire. Hey, I don't blame you, Lene. I don't blame you. Yep. And I know certain people talk shit and say I'm a Pan-African. Pan-African is not a bad thing. But no, I felt like, oh, I could be here over there in Ghana. You know, Nelly, I don't know him. But I've seen him on the highway a few times. Yeah, he used to have this black Lamborghini. I don't know if he still got it, but yeah, Nelly's from University City. It's a suburb of St. Louis. He's from University City. He used to have a house in Lake St. Louis, and he had another house in Chesterfield, Missouri. I don't know I think he's still in Chesterfield. I think the Lake St. Louis was the house he let go. But yeah. Pan-African is dope. Not Umar's way, but you will love KC. You mean Kansas City? Yeah, I've been to Kansas City a few. My cousin died in Kansas City. But yeah, I've been to Kansas City a few times. But if I do that, I might as well just move back to St. Louis. Not on the highway. Yeah. I said, yeah. Yeah, I've seen him on the highway a few times in his black Lamborghini. Yeah. Storm, how do you feel about Clarence and Queen's relationship? I was watching Streamer University. His energy seems so nonchalant. I don't feel like he ever, I'm not saying he don't love her, but I feel like that relationship was always a relationship of convenience. She got him. She literally got him out the hood. She gave him a career. He always gave pretty boy who didn't really want to work hard like that. And she's been waiting on this man to marry her for the last, 10 years? However long they've been together. But he gives user for sure. Like you can tell he's gotten by on his looks his whole life. It's a wonderful cost of living. I believe Kansas City. I can look it up too. Did you Lene, speaking of that, you know what I thought about briefly, but I was like, nah, that's a little crazy. I thought about Cleveland briefly. I saw some apartments in Cleveland that I loved. Like it was one area, and I don't know what this area is. I saw it online though. It looked like some shit out of New York. Like they even had the old school like fire escape or whatever. I don't know what neighborhood it was, but I briefly was like, I would move there just to live there. A lot of people going back to the Midwest though. A lot of people is because they, everything else is so expensive. I know. It was just for this one particular apartment that I loved. But I don't know what part of damn Cleveland is in. Like, shit, I don't know. Let's see. I can't bear the snow on the north. That part. Yeah, the snow gets crazy. The weather is crazy for sure. Dre Taylor is here. He can get you together for God. Who is Dre Taylor? I'll Google him. What about LA? My mom is out there. It's just their tax. LA tax. Oh, unless you mean Louisiana. Do you mean Louisiana or you mean Los Angeles? It's a lot of celebrities and kids. You know what? I worked with believe it or not, when I lived in Phoenix, I worked with two girls actually. One, it was her and her wife. I worked with her at the post office. No, both my homegirls from the post office. The lesbian, I just can't remember her name. Her and her wife moved to Kansas City, and I think Tiosha moved to Kansas City. She moved to Kansas City, and then she went to Atlanta. Now she's in Atlanta, but she had got married. I think she got married, had 2 babies, and now she's divorced, I think. But the lesbian and Tiosha, they both moved to Kansas City from Phoenix, though. Oh, you mean Los Angeles? Yeah, I mean, I could. My mom's out there. It's just even my friend, I got a real good friend. She moved to Chicago, but she still has her apartment in LA, and it's beautiful. It's 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's beautiful, and the rent is $3,500 a month. And I know, and she already told me, like, you let me know, like, you can take it over. But do I want to pay $3,500 for that apartment? That's the thing. But it's 2 bed, 2 bath. And I would have to add a parking space because right now it's just parking on the street. So if I add a parking space, that's probably another $150 a month on top of that. So I'll probably be looking at like $3,750. Yeah. But our apartment's beautiful. It's beautiful. Rihanna be here quiet. This is kept. Wow. Really? Okay. Yeah, no, I thought about going back to Arizona, but nah, I'm not. Arizona's like too hot. So we're like, you're in the house 9 months out the year. I don't want to do that. Arizona, no. Oh, that's rent. $3,500 rent. No. Yeah, $3,500. That's rent. I mean, if that place had a mortgage on it, that place would be expensive because it's right around the corner from. Damn, one of them malls. I just can't think of it. Were you still going to Africa? Mm-hmm. Yep. Ain't nobody gonna know when I go, but I'm gonna pop up there. Look up Dre Taylor. Let me see who this is. Dre Taylor. Oh, Dre Taylor Ghana. He came right up. Let's see.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Joe Hatagwa. I'm a Sierra Leonean American in Ghana right now. And as you can see, I'm in the Buri Mountains. And if you want to know why somebody would leave Kansas City and move all the way to Ghana, then this is the video for you. All right, cool. So today we are doing an interview with Dre Taylor from Kansas City, Missouri. He moved out here to Accra, Ghana. He's been building over 105 units. He also has a tour company. Wow. So he's going to tell us a story about why he moved, the lessons he's learned.
Hey, you read my mind. Yes. She right around the corner from the Grove. Yep.
Along the way and give you some advice on what you show. Where were you born and where were you raised?
I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, born and raised.
Okay.
The Show Me State.
Yep.
Inner city, you know what I mean? All the things you deal with in the city.
Yep.
Mother moved us out when he was young to go to the suburbs. So probably saved my life actually knowing me, you know what I mean? Because half my friends are dead, stepbrothers killed, you know what I mean? And so she moved us out to the suburbs for a better life.
You know what's crazy? I grew up with so many men that talk just like this and look like this. I kind of talk like this too, but I done moved around a little bit. Ain't it crazy how people can look like the region they from? Like literally, this look like he would be one of my daddy and uncle's friends. Like, I grew up with so many men that look just like this and sound like that.
Or a different life, and did that, went to college, played football, messed up my knee, both knees, you know what I mean? So I stopped there, you know, did all kind of things back home. The last thing I was doing, I had a nonprofit I was running, commercial greenhouse, at like 35,000 tilapia that I was growing, have a U.S. patent on breeding insects with fish, aquaponics, a lot of agriculture. I got a fruit orchard still in Kansas City, producing about 150, I got 150 producing trees. I had like 100 beehives back home. Mentoring program, mentored over 200 boys in the Males and Men program before I left to Ghana. Sat on boards as far as the city appointed by the mayor's office, sustainability board, the PIA board, which was over construction.
Oh, so he was working. Okay, he was doing stuff. Let's see, building homes. Let's see.
You know, and so I was always around real estate, some form of fashion, helping them out with the properties when I got old enough, things like that. And so I was familiar with, you know, how to do things here and there. Coming to Ghana, I wanted to build a house. First, I was looking at beachfront, but the paperwork wasn't right, you know what I mean, in Ghana. So I couldn't move forward. I was going back and forth trying to figure it out. And so I had a friend, my partner Chrisean, with Habasha.
Oh, okay. I found who this is. Okay, hold on. Let me play this part and I'm gonna play his video.
Because I'm focused on the real estate here. And so at some point I might do more tours, just hire somebody on to do that full time, or I'm not really doing it.
How many tours per year?
I feel you, Lil.
Probably around like 8 tours a year. So not a lot, you know what I mean, but enough. You know, and so like I said, my main focus on real estate. So I do real estate tours, so they come and learn the process of buying land, learn how to build relationships, meet with the lawyers, the surveyors, everything you're gonna need to do real estate here in Ghana. You know what I mean? Pretty much as you can learn in that short amount of time that you're here.
And on that note, so when you move in here, right? So you're buying here. It's leasehold, right? This is leasehold land. So you own the lease on the land. When people buy, they buy from you, but then they now are the owner of that specific space.
Correct.
Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. But what was that process like for you? I mean, getting the indent.
Okay. Let me go here. Yeah, I've seen these. I didn't know his name. These homes are beautiful.
But sit there, relax, chill, and enjoy the view. You don't really see black houses in Ghana, so I wanted to do something different than what everybody else was doing. You know what I mean? And so that's why I went black.
Interesting. Okay, let's go inside. So how many bedroom is this?
This is 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bath.
Okay.
So this was the first unit that we've done. And it's, so it's the first unit that we've done, owned by a lady from the city that I'm from. And she had bought it. It was his first making bricks on the property. And so if you see the bricks here, these are called earth bricks. We're making them here. And it's cooler than traditional cement blocks that you see in Ghana, how most people build. And so when you feel them to the touch, it's not warm like you see or you feel other blocks when you touch them. And so the temperature in here is probably about 10 degrees cooler than it would be if it was cement blocks. So it saves on energy. And so now with all the windows being closed, just a fan on, it doesn't feel hot in here. You know what I mean? So it's
there's no AC on, right?
There's no AC.
Damn, that's bad. That's nice though. I ain't gonna lie. That's nice though.
And so you think your AC might be on, but it's not on. You know what I mean? So these are one of the things where it saves you money by using earth bricks as opposed to cement blocks.
I see. And you don't cover them?
No, I mean you can if you want to, but this is more like industrial type feel for those who like that type of style. But you can always tile them if you want to tile them.
Okay. Wow. So it looks nice. All these furnitures are sourced here in Ghana, or you?
Yeah, everything was sourced here in Ghana. All the woodwork you see is up here in the Bree Mountain training. So even after the project is done, it's like, okay,
there we go.
In America, so
okay, so you right there on the mountains. Oh, okay. So I see the air conditioners, solar panels. That's smart. Gonna need that for sure. I'm just imagining how this is at night. No AC in Ghana. Nah, they have they have like the wall units, and they'll have them in like each room. Yeah, they have wall units. I don't think they have like central air. I don't think. But the wall units work good. Like I ain't had no problem with the wall unit. And believe it or not, it's even when it's hot, it's like I don't know. It's different. It's different. Okay, let me go here. Okay, I'm gonna check that out some more. Yeah, that I was gonna say, yeah, that them homes definitely look familiar. Yeah, yeah, humidity, yes, but believe it or not, it's like you get a good breeze in certain parts, and like at nighttime, it really feels good. Like when I was there, it was 90 degrees every day, but it felt good. It's like Yeah, you was sweating, but it was, I don't know. I didn't feel like, oh my God, it's so hot. Like I didn't feel like that. But then I went in September, so it's cooler in the mountains the higher you go. True. Yeah, now healthcare, now that's the thing. Like, I don't know about going there if you sick. That's the only thing. Thank God I'm healthy. You know, but God forbid you need like surgery. I don't know about that. Did you go to the market? Yes, I went to Makula Market, and it was another market I went to too. Yes, I even shopped in like not shop, but like shop in Jamestown, the Jamestown area. That shit felt like Africa. That felt like something I would see on National Geographic. I mean, it was people on motorpads going past, cars flying through, like basically open sewers, like kids running around, babies running around, like, and the way they do it, like, you know how like when we go to the store and we buy like hair stuff or like snacks or whatever, they have it laid out on the ground, like they got their little stores, and it was something. You really gotta like, the thing about Africa is you have to really have common sense and you have to have real world skills. But if you like a little, if you a goofy bitch, Africa ain't for you. I'm gonna keep it real. Don't catch a cold. Oh, a cold you fine, because you're gonna use natural remedies anyway. You're gonna be fine. But like you can't be goofy. Like being goofy and ditzy is like a first world white people country. Like that's a privilege of being around white people. You go anywhere else in this world, you really gotta like have common sense, or you'll die. Like you may die. Like it's real like survival. Like you just can't you can't be a stupid bitch. I don't know what other way to put that. I feel like even Caribbean life is like that. Like you gotta have common sense, or even living in South America. You know. Oh man, the lady told me, one of the realtors. I know you. She said, "Oh, I know all about you, and I know that you do that celebrity gossip. You know, if you come here, you know you can do that, but you can't report the same. You know, because if you talk about me, but you don't tell me first, I see you, I punch you in face." Like the celebrities there, they beat up the bloggers if they get out of line. Like, or they're the way they do things there is like, if you're gonna run a story, like call them, like let them know, like talk to them. Like they're very much about communication. But yeah, you just like expose some shit, yeah, they gonna beat your ass when they see you. Yeah. Yeah. I seen two men in Ghana fight over the last seat on a bus, because there's different kind of bus. Like this was like the bus, where like to a seat may be like the equivalent of like 25 cents for us. And these two men fought for the last seat, and they tore each other up. They tore each other up. Ain't no fight like a third world fight. They tore each other up. And there, when you fight somebody, you like, ain't nobody coming to break it up. Like you fight until one of you was knocked out on the ground. And one got dropped and one was still standing, and that's who got the last seat on the bus. You hear a tick, tick, tick sound. What tick, tick, tick you hear? Yeah, no, ambitious. Art, may she rest in peace, but she even told me like she's like, you know, there is gay people here, but they are not like out like that. Because you saw some people that was definitely visibly gay, but she was like, it ain't none of that exposing DLs here. She said they'll kill you. She said, I'm letting you know, like they'll kill you, they'll chop you up, and they will set your body on fire. And you know how like we got like hood cousins that'll do shit for us? Well, with a lot of them, they have cousins that are tribal, like live in tribes. And you know, yeah. And like those are the aggressive ones that live in tribes, like our cousins that live in the hood, you know. It was very interesting to see. Okay, I don't know what. Let me play this back in. Okay, what about now? Is it still clicking? Maybe it's the cheer. It stopped. Okay, I just got to keep the mic in. Okay, that was the mic. That's okay. So the mic on the computer is doing something crazy. Of course. Yeah. They're Uber. You know what? I was just talking about this on with my best friend's mom. And yeah. They have Uber Eats out there too. They have Uber. They have something called Bolt. That's another version of like Uber, and then they got Bolt Food, Uber Eats. And they literally like deliver shit on like mopeds, motorcycles. Like it's wild. I think they will love you there. Oh no, Lene. Here's the thing. I literally went there. I made the paper, like I was in the blogs, and by the third day, I was literally on the radio. Like I joke about this. I was talking to Conscious. I'm like, I literally made more progress there than I did where I'm at now in the last 3 years. It was crazy. It was like jumping through a portal. It was wild. It was definitely wild. Did you try? Did I try what? Uber Eats? Yeah. I mean, Uber. Yeah. I got Uber. I took because I went from Coco Brite to the airport residential area, and that was like an hour and 10-minute ride, and that Uber was like $10. Yeah. Did you go to the beach? Yep. Went to the beach. Sure did. Uber, not Uber Boats, Uber Eats, not Uber Boats. But yeah, that Uber ride was real cheap. Yep. $10. Yeah, $10 USD. Yes. The Uber Eats. Yeah, I had Uber. Yeah, I was getting stuff from the grocery store. I Uber Eats. I did KFC, which is the chicken is way better there. The fries, they don't really season their fries like that. They don't make fries like we do, but the chicken was good. Why do you think that is, or do you think it's because you're American, so more intrigue, demand for you there? Yeah, probably. Keep in mind like this: it's something to like leaving your hometown and you become successful. It's weird. So think about how like Europeans come here, like European singers, actors, actresses, and they blow up. African entertainers come here, they blow up. But they ain't really blow up like that back home. It's like where you from, people really don't appreciate you like strangers will. It's weird. It's weird. Does Dolly Parton have a song called If I Had a Nickel? Yeah. I've heard her say that for sure, and that was a joke. Because people was trying to say she was saying if I had a nigga, like if I had a nickel. Yeah, I think that is a real song though. Shekels, is that what they call? No, Ghana it's Sadie's. I don't know about no shekels. They make real food out there. We get fake food. Right. How long you stay? Oh, I was there a few weeks. I was there a few weeks, and I lost a pound a day. And then when I lost a pound a day, and then when I got to like 14 pounds lost, then it slowed down. So that just told me like that was basically like just waste and inflammation and all that. But yeah, drop 14 pounds in 14 days. That's a good point, Lene. Work your way back to your hometown because they won't value you until you make it somewhere else. That's a good point. That's a good point. But I was there for a minute. I flew Delta. I wasn't in first class. I was in the premium economy. Yeah, I didn't have the bed, but my seat went back all the way like a bed. I just didn't have because the Uber one for that. I think they wanted like 6K. Not Uber one, Delta one, excuse me. I think they wanted like 6K or 8K for that, I think. But my seat went. No. Okay. Because I had two flights. I had a flight from here to New York and then New York to Ghana. So my flight from here to New York was first class. And then the actual international flight was, they call it premium economy, but it's right behind first class. But you link all the way back. You got your movies and you have service. They serve you. We had dinner and breakfast. Yep. Dinner going, breakfast right before we landed. Free drinks the whole way, snacks the whole way. Like you call them, hey, I want a drink, and I want another drink, and I want like when I tell you I got so drunk on that flight. When I got up and went to the bathroom, I stumbled a little bit. I stumbled in that bathroom like, wait, I got to get it together. I'm like, wait, I got to get it together. I can't be I because one of the stewardesses, she watches the show. And she was like, oh my God, I watch you all the time. I was like, oh, thank you. Okay. So I was like, I cannot be drunk and clowning on this flight. But no, it was cool. It was cool. It was fun. It was a fun trip. That was definitely the best trip I've ever had, for sure. Oh, yeah, and you're going to get sleep because from New York to Ghana, I think it's 10 hours. Yep, and I had to fly in the JFK airport. What's the alcohol and nightlife out there? It's different levels, so they have places that are just like the States, more westernized, and the prices are about the same. Then they got like their mid-tier levels where you're going to be paying a lot less for drinks in nightlife, and then they have like their base level, what we would call like a hole in the wall, and the drink, like a beer, is like $2. Nope. No, I'm not trying. I ain't doing that on no flight. You'll get in trouble for this shit. Oh, excuse me. You'll definitely get in trouble for that if you get caught. Let's see, let's go here. Let's see. You should go again with family. They ain't trying to go. They ain't trying to go no Africa. Will I go back? Absolutely. As Shark said, convenience store. Yeah, they have convenience stores. They have convenience stores just like we do. They have their own version of like Walgreens, CVS type pharmacies. You go in there, like, oh, okay, I need some condoms, I need some lube, I need this, I need that. Like, yeah, you can literally go right in the store. I mean, right in the farm, like in their Walgreens, you can go right in there and buy Viagra, Cialis, like, yeah. But yeah, they got convenience stores like that. They got little like huts that are convenience stores, and then they got some people. That convenience store is on the street, and they got all the chips and the snacks laid out on the ground, and the little kids run by, and they, oh, I want, like we did when we was kids, getting some flaming hot Cheetos, penny candy, all that. They got penny candy laid. It's same shit. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I was supposed to actually book with an international travel airline. I was supposed to book with one of the Middle Eastern ones, and for some reason, the money was on the card, but for some reason they would not, it would not go through. And I tried like 3 or 4 different times. It would not go through. And I was like, maybe it's not meant for me to get on those flights for whatever reason. And then I went and ran my card on Delta. It went right through and spent less. You need to vlog when you go. I vlogged last time. I will vlog again. Ground candy. I mean, not literally ground candy. Just, if I don't have an official store and I'm selling stuff, and I just, okay, you just right, it's right there. Just like the fruit, it might be in a basket and it's on the ground. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, when you go to other places, like hygiene standards and sanitation standards is a little bit different. So you just, certain things you do learn to overlook. Like the first place we went to in the mall, we went and got some jollof chicken and rice. And I know Nigeria is more known for jollof, but it's a whole thing with Ghana versus Nigeria jollof. Anyway, but anywho, we went there, and our server, like the dude, he had a runny nose. And I remember looking at him like, you gon' like, do you want to go blow your nose? Like, but it's just not a big deal. It's certain stuff you overlook. Yeah. Certain stuff you overlook. Like your housekeepers might come in and clean like without gloves. You're just like, oh my God. But yeah, you just overlook certain things. I don't know why the bank thought it was a scam, because baby, that was legit. But anyway, I went on a flight I was meant to go on. I hear self-care products have to be imported if you're accustomed to it. Yeah. Certain stuff you will have to have imported. Yep. That's why, like, sometimes when people go, they buy them they look like, can't think of what them big ass things are called. They're containers, and they stuff them with their soaps, their this, their that, and they have them shipped over there. Yeah, sure do. That's my concern. The hygiene. Yeah, they ain't no CDC health department. Nah, you stay in America for all that. If you don't like something, just leave. Ain't no CDC. I'm sure they have their own standards and stuff, but it's going to be different, right? Barrels, thank you. Barrels, thank you. Thank you, Leah TV. Barrels. Yeah. Although for me, I can use, they got shea butter over there. I can use it in my skin and hair. Like, I can find the equivalent of the soaps that I use. Like, it's like, I wouldn't be trying to take too much over there. They got brushes, they got picks, they got do-rags, they got bonnets. I can get my hair cut over there. Like, yeah, they have a museum for shea butter. We're going. Yeah. I could go over there and low-key start making my own shea butter and ship it out. Another business idea. You know, yeah, it's just a different way of life. I've seen people shitting on the floor in New York. You know what? You ain't lying. You ain't lying about that. You said you went to Nigeria when you was 10. This one girl on YouTube, I think I follow her on Instagram. She just moved to Lagos. She went from the US to Bali, then she went to Ghana, and now she's in Lagos, Nigeria. Let me pull that up.
Spirit has been very safe. I've been 2 weeks now.
Ah, shit. Me, gotta plug this back in. Ooh, okay.
I'll book me a private driver. He takes me everywhere I need to go. I think people are getting the northern part of Nigeria mixed with the southern part of Nigeria because a lot is happening in the northern part of Nigeria. And also, people think that Nigeria is just one small city. Nigeria is huge. It's bigger than Lagos. It's bigger than Abuja. It's bigger than all those other places that y'all see going viral. For the most part, I've been very safe. I even go to restaurants by myself, clubs by myself. I go everywhere by myself. So I think people need to stop using that fear stuff on social media. Oh, when you get to the airport, they're gonna be begging you for money, or when you get to the airport, your Uber driver is gonna set you up for kidnapping. Like all of that is just a fear to not get people to come to Nigeria. Nigeria has been very safe. It's nice. I met some great people to connect with, do business with. So come to Nigeria and enjoy. Even if you're not here to stay long, come Nigeria just to experience the culture, the people. It is not how people make it seem online. If you know me, I've been traveling the world since 2022. Nigeria is not my first country. So yeah, follow me for more. Spirit has been.
So yeah, you're safe as long as you don't stand out. You're safe, just don't be rude and disrespect. Yeah, West Africans do not take Africans. Period. Do not take disrespect well. Yeah, a lot of lot of things you go over there like, you can't really do that. You know, you definitely gotta. The thing is, I noticed with Ghana, so I've never been to Nigeria. They speak very very low. They really talk like this. And I was like, huh? What you saying? What? They talk like they really talk like this. And then they always say, please, thank you, please, thank you. Please, please. Like you're very polite. I was like, wow, they talk very low. And the way that, oh my God, the way they dance gets me too. Cause like everybody twerks. It's like it's like a twerk. It's you gotta see it. Like it's a I don't know. I had a ball. I had a ball. Yeah. I definitely was like, oh, I have to like talk like this, you know. Yep. Let's see. What else?
We are officially touring Lagos, Nigeria. This is the Balaga market. It has so many clothes, electronics, jewelry, whatever you need. Follow me to see more of Lagos, Nigeria. And I'm live on Twitch at Sky Baby Global. We are officially touring.
Yeah, now that's the real deal market right there. Now I went here and this was a whole experience. I went to Makula Market. Yeah.
Sorry?
Come this side. Come and buy something.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. I can show you.
All right. You didn't change the price, no? First you said 6.
No.
No, you said 10. Okay. I didn't hear you. You give me back?
Them women be out there working. You hear me? Them women be out there working. Like they be hustling. And it be more like women hustling than men. It like them women be, they have stuff on their back, they head, baby on the back, on the hip, and I'm just like, wow. But I guess when you ain't got no choice, ain't no welfare, ain't no food stamps, ain't no Section 8, baby. You don't work, you ain't gonna eat. And that will light some fire under your ass. Yeah, I definitely had got all my shots too. I had got my shots. The only one they required was yellow fever, even though who I knew could have like really gave me a pass, but I still got the shot anyway. I got my yellow fever, updated my hepatitis, and I had updated all my shit. That's why taking money from them is serious. That's a fact. People are also more likely to get it. That's a good point. Listen, I seen a lot of men. When I went to Nigeria, I had to take 5. Yeah, Ghana only enforced yellow fever vaccine. I'm gonna tell you, I saw a lot of men in Ghana. You know, some was going to school. Definitely saw the. I was actually stayed right where the military was do it in the morning. I was like, damn. But man, a lot of men, they was chilling throughout the day, laying pipe and walking around with pants and no drawers and just enjoying life. Literally one man at Cocobrity Beach, he had his woman working. Like she made some chicken, and I ate so much. She had some chicken in the ground. I had never seen that before. It looked like some kind of banana leaf she wrapped it in and then put it in the ground, and that bitch cooked. Anyway, it was good. We did that. We smoked weed. I smoked a lot of weed there. A lot of weed there. Best weed I've had so far is still like from Jamaica, but smoked a lot of weed there. But anyway, I ate some. Look, and did. But her man, he had a few women working and was ordering them around, and that man was probably 5. That man was probably 5'2". But I looked at him. I said, "Oh, that's why he running shit around here." I quickly figured out why he was in charge and why those women was working for him. I'll leave it there. And those leaves have antiseptic properties. Element, listen, it was literally hanging out in shorts. But some of them on the beach was literally like nude. Like they don't care about nudity the way we do here, but that bitch shit was hanging out in shorts. Oh my God. And then go like my guy, you need longer shorts. You need longer shorts or you need pants. You ain't give a fuck. You don't like it, don't look. Underground cooking is very popular in African and Indian countries. It was the chicken was good. It was good. We literally had chicken and weed. And then my tour guide, when I went to his people's house, they had weed ice cream. And I feel like they ate that shit like every day. Literally, like every day. No, seriously. Chicken and weed. Chicken and weed, and I had a beer too. And I had it was just like being in the being in the hood. Weed ice cream. That's too much. Shit, they was chilling. And then they had like, like their own version of Big Mama, and she was back there tearing that weed ice cream up, was telling the kids what to do, where to go. They was all because they really, really respect their elders there. You have to like. It's like sometimes you'll see, like when Anthony Joshua was in Nigeria. And before he greeted that elder, you saw him touch the floor. Like that's a sign of respect, lowering yourself, talking to an elder. Or sitting lower than them. Some in certain African countries, they sit on the floor to look up and talk at an elder. It's a whole thing. How'd you find your tour guide? Oh, my friend at the time had her own tour guide service over there. Yeah, big on respect, not a veggie and oh yeah, they had plenty of veggies too. They just eat a lot of chicken and rice, but yeah, veggies, fruits, all that. I noticed I seen people eat more fruits in the morning and daytime. But baby, evening time, it was meat and rice. Meat and rice. But everything is natural there. So you're not gonna get fat. You ain't gotta worry about that. You eat all the rice you want. You ain't even their fat people are still smaller than our fat people. Uh, 3 inches. You know what? Yeah, micro is technically, I want to say 1.25 inches. Yeah. What's a micro penis? I think it's 1 point. Oh no, you're right. In adults, 2.8 to 3.6 inches. So so once it's over 3.6 inches, then it's not micro no more. Okay. Your observations and perspectives so funny, funny and candid. I love hearing about your experience. Hey, I was down really for whatever. I was, But after that, like third or fourth day, I'm like, I can get myself around. Like I got this. Like I was, yeah. I ain't have a problem. And then over there, because everybody black, like it's just ain't nobody, yeah, they ain't tripping off you. Yep. But I think that's it for now. Okay, we've been on here 3.5 hours. I'm going to call it a night on that. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. If you need spiritual help or spiritual guidance, let me know. DM me on Instagram, Celebrity Doctor TV, or email me, monroestorm59@gmail.com. I can look into the Dalton and Seiko breakup. Yeah, I can look into that for sure. Like, I know about it, but I can look deeper into it. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, and every single show is sponsored by freecash.com, where you can get paid to play games. All you got to do is hit the link in the chat or hit the QR code right here. Sign up using my code or my link, and you can get paid to play games today. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you all later. Before we dive back in, here's something that you can actually do. Is it going to play? Oh, wait. Maybe I got to take that down. Before we dive back in,
before we
dive back
Oh
in,
damn.
here's
Okay,
something
you don't
that
want to
you
play.
can
All right,
actually
cool.
do while
We got it
bored.
here. Good night, y'all.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.